Hello everybody, hope you are doing well. Happy Sunday. Nice to see you all. Welcome if you are just joining us, and welcome back if you have been here before. Alrighty, we are going to start with Virgo. Happy birthday, Virgo. If it is your birthday, it has been your birthday, or if it's about to be your birthday. Then we're going to do Taurus, Capricorn, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, Ophiuchus, Sagittarius, Aries, and then last of the night will be Leo. One more time in case you missed it. Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, Ophiuchus, Sagittarius, Aries, and Leo. Each one of these readings takes usually between 8 and 13 minutes, just kind of depending on what's going on out there for you guys. So you can kind of gauge where we're going to be throughout the night. And if you want to see this written down, you can check the Key Facebook page, and it's all over there ahead of time. Alrighty, let us say a quick blessing and we will just get started with Virgo. All right, Holy Spirit, thank you so much for being with us here today and in every breath that we take. We ask that these messages be received by those who are meant to hear them. Amen. Alrighty, Virgo, we're going to start with this Artist Inner Vision Tarot. Alright, we've got stuff falling down over here. Alright, what do we have for Virgo? I hope you guys have had a good week, and I hope that this week will be even better. Alrighty, I got the Five of Swords. Virgo says they have to cut people loose. This could be you having to stand up for yourself. This could be the masks kind of falling off in a situation. The Five of Swords can be about verbal bullying. It can be about gossip. It can be about having to remove people pretty brutally from our lives because of, maybe somebody who was, I'm hearing the word slander. Somebody maybe that was talking behind your back in some way. I have the Three of Wands, and oh no. Okay, hold on. I have the Judgment card and the Seven of Swords. This Three of Wands is going to hang out over here. I'm going to talk about that in a minute. So the Seven of Swords, the Seven of Swords is a person who gets a pretty bad rap for being someone who doesn't tell the truth. They don't tell the whole truth. You have to chase them down for the truth. There's kind of a whispering energy to this one, or having to chase somebody down kind of energy here. Seven of Swords energy is kind of known for being very deceptive, somebody who's dishonest, somebody that you don't trust. And this Judgment card it came out on its side. This is somebody who wishes that they'd made a different choice sooner, maybe in their friend group, or who they said something to, who they told. All right, what's going on here? Now, this Three of Swords came out with this whole, this Three of Wands came out with this whole collection. And the Three of Wands is the minor arcana of the magician for me. This is somebody who, it's a card of manifestation. This could be this energy of, I kind of saw that coming ahead of time. I just wasn't expecting it to go down that way. I'm seeing like a lot of fiery energy here, like, kind of metaphorical forest fire, kind of burning it down sort of thing. Five of Pentacles. This is somebody who could feel left out of a group now. You could be experiencing financial loss. It could be an energy of, it's kind of an energy of poverty, but really specific to this Artist Inner Vision Tarot here. It's an energy of someone who says, I don't want that anymore. I just don't want to be around that anymore. This could be someone who's separating themselves now from a group. You've got two fives. Five indicate chaos and conflict that bring about necessary change that's important for your growth. Let me get a couple more out with this deck real quick, and then I'll clarify with another deck. I have the Queen of Cups on its side. I feel, okay, so I don't know yet where you sit in this whole situation, but the Queen of Cups is typically very nurturing. They're very open, they're very honest, they're very loving, they give a lot of unconditional love. Whenever the Queen of Cups is in the reverse, they can be overly emotional, they can be prone to passive-aggressive behavior. You come out here on its side, this feels like your energy, Virgo, with this Queen of Cups. It comes out on its side, which is somebody who's feeling like they had maybe given their whole heart to another person. And this doesn't have to be a romantic situation. This can be, again, within a friend group or in a work environment. I don't know. You take it as it resonates, if it does at all. But this is somebody who's kind of wishing that they hadn't invested part of their heart or soul in another person quite so wholeheartedly. I'm going to clarify with this Chicoli deck. Let's take it back over here to this Five of Swords, because the truth of the matter is, with this Five of Swords, Virgo, I do feel like you're standing up for yourself. I feel like you're taking action in a situation. I think you're saying to yourself, I don't want to feel this way anymore. I don't want to worry about this person or these people in my life anymore. It's easier for me to just cut them out. Tell me more. I have the Seven of Cups. Here's the thing. I feel like it's like emotions that are popping up all over the place. You could be running into situations in your life where it just feels like the drama is unleashed over and over again. You can't tell where it's going to come from in order. It's kind of like, it can be rumor mill kind of energy. The Seven of Cups is kind of known for being illusionary or delusionary, and it does go right on top of this Judgment card on its side, which is somebody who feels like they should have made a different choice. Maybe you were kind of led astray by someone and their feelings or their words. And I have the Sun card on its side. You're really just hoping that this will improve. You're hoping that this person will come to their senses. You're hoping that this person will tell the truth in the situation. The Sun card is the card of Leo, incidentally, if that resonates with you at all. Whenever we have this on the side, it feels like someone who wants healing for this situation, but you're not really sure how to get that for yourself here. And now I have the Eight of Swords here. There's someone here. What was I saying? I feel like this person's kind of isolating themselves from a friend group or a group in some way now. This Eight of Swords is kind of this energy of, I'm afraid what other people may say, what other people may think. There's definitely an energy of fear here. And the Eight of Swords can be someone who procrastinates contact because they don't know what to say. They don't know what to think. And I have to be honest with you, Virgo. I'm reading these cards with you as kind of the protagonist in this situation, but you'll have to be really honest with yourself. I don't know if you're the person who has said something out of turn or out of character for yourself, or if you maybe pushed someone out of a group or something. I don't know. You'll have to decide which side of the coin you're on here, or which character you play, if any at all, because these are just energies that cross the table. So you'll have to be really honest with yourself as to where you sit here. But the person who's going through this is kind of cutting people out. They're not talking to other people. You may have had to block people from this situation because they've been unkind, or because you just don't know what to say in some way. And I have the Seven of Pentacles in the reverse. You got two fives, you got two sevens. Seven of Pentacles in the reverse is somebody who doesn't want to have to wait for somebody else to figure it out. And it feels like you gave and gave and gave, and they didn't figure it out. And now you're kind of cutting your losses here. Now I have the Five of Cups, so you got three fives out. The Five of Cups in the reverse is someone who's struggling to let go because, are you though? Okay, you're saying, yeah, no, I'm over it, is kind of what I'm hearing. I'm hearing somebody who just doesn't want to keep banging their head up against the wall. This is somebody who kept looking for growth in another person or in other people. You didn't see it. You kind of, I don't know if you were so surprised, or if you're like kind of saw that coming but wish I hadn't had to. This Five of Cups is typically an energy of like longing and kind of lingering soul ties, but not in this situation. It feels like you've definitely seen someone or something for what it really is, or who they really are with that Five of Swords. And so now it's not so hard for you to let go of them. It feels like you're ready and you're not going to invest any longer in this. And I have the Devil card out on top of that. Darn it all. The Devil is the card of Capricorn. But man, you want to talk about toxic relationships or situations. The Devil is something that we choose to chain ourselves to. You may have chosen to allow this person to stay in your life for a very long time, longer than you should have. The Devil card always indicates something that, and it's an energy where you chose to stay at the party longer than you should have, right? Nothing good happens after 1 o'clock in the morning. That's what my mother used to always say, and she was right. Don't forget it. But this is kind of this energy of somebody who's very much over the drama, over the stress, over the anxiety, over the worry now. the Queen of Cups on top of the Queen of Cups. Perfect. Way to go and show up for yourself, Virgo. I like it when you guys give me repeat cards like that. So we do have the Queen of Cups to clarify the Queen of Cups again. This is again someone who feels like they did the right thing. They made the right choices. They were as good as they could have been. They allowed themselves to be vulnerable. They allowed themselves to let someone in. And I think it's not going to change who you are, this situation, whatever it is. Virgo, I think that this is only going to bring out even better qualities for you later on in life. Like once you're through this situation, you kind of see it through for what it was. You cut ties with this person or these people, and it doesn't do anything but make you even more beautiful in some way. You know what's interesting is these are two different decks, same card, but look at how they're both wearing these red dresses that are almost identical. There's like this real energy of beauty. There's a real energy of being acknowledged for your kindness in situations. Other people will notice this in you. No matter what, your true self always comes through, Virgo, and I think that's probably accurate for sure. There are a lot of people who want to spend time with you this week. There are a lot of people who want to give you a lot of love, of kindness, so you don't have to worry about whatever this is that you've been through here. I do have the Death card out here, which is the card of Scorpio, and I do have the Two of Cups here. It does feel like this was a soulmate relationship, a friendship group, or something like that. Someone that you thought was kind of like your bestie in some way, and with this energy of the Death card, it feels like you've had to let that person or situation go, and it feels like you're ready to do that. This Death card is kind of like a final ending. I'm sorry that this has happened, whatever this is, but I feel like you're actually coming out better and stronger because of it. I think that you've learned what you don't want to tolerate from other people anymore. I think you've learned what it is that works for you and what doesn't work for you now, Virgo. I feel like you've grown a lot. I think other people are seeing this in you. There's definitely an energy of beauty and unconditional love that's coming through for you this week, Virgo, and a lot of people are taking note of that. And so whatever this was, I don't think it affects you entirely as soon as you move out of that space. All right, fives. Remember, chaos and conflict that are necessary to bring about change. That was your reading for the week, Virgo. Thank you so much for letting me read for you. I will catch up with you soon. Next up, we have Taurus. I'm going to use this Tarot of Wonderland for Taurus and see how you guys are doing. Alrighty, Taurus, we got you overworked. What's happened here? This Ten of Wands is somebody who's really overwhelmed. You could have just started a lot of new projects. You could have just started a lot of new endeavors. Somebody here who's really tired. They don't know if they can manage. They don't know if they're going to be able to do this. Can I push this up the hill? I have the Star card on top of that. I feel like I have one that's flipped in here too. Yes, no, maybe, maybe not. Yes, I do. Very good. We have the Star card, and I have the Three of Wands on top of that. We have the Three of Wands up in the Virgo reading as well, so this may be something that's present in our Earth signs this week. Here's the thing. All this hard work, everything that you're doing right now, Taurus, whatever it is, pushing this giant boulder up the hill, you're doing a good job. You're doing a great job. I know it may not feel like it right now, but when we have the Star card come out here with the Three of Wands, this is you putting all of your energy toward a goal that's important for you to achieve. The Star card is the card of Aquarius, but this is someone who sees something that's meant for them and they go after it because it's part of your divine plan. These are occupations, these are talents, these are relationships. I always say that the Star card is like opening Pandora's box. It unleashes the good, the bad, and the ugly of all the things that make you into who you are, Taurus. Now with this Three of Wands, this is a card I said earlier, it's the minor arcana of the Magician for me as a reader. It's all about manifestation. It's all about I'm putting the steps in place to make my future better, and I know that that's on its way. So everything that you're doing right now, all this hard work that you're pouring into this situation, you're supposed to be doing it right now. So good job, you. Let's see here. Now I've got the King of Cups, or excuse me, the Knight of Cups that crosses that. A little more about that, please. Let's see. You may have new love coming towards you this week, Taurus. Now I got the Knight of Swords underneath that. What? Hold on. I'm going to clarify that in a second. I got the Ace of Swords in the reverse, and I got the Fool card. Oh, okay, so this is kind of the immediate impression that I'm getting from this combination of cards that have come out. And Taurus, I don't know if this is your story. This may be specific to one person. I feel like you have new love coming towards you, whoever this is. And maybe, I don't know if all of this will resonate with all of you or not, but I do feel like there's this energy of having to cut one person out so that you can accept someone new into your life. And I feel like both of these people are in your life at the same time, like right now. It feels like one is new, and it feels like one may be having to be released in some way. I have the Ace of Swords in the reverse here that comes out with this Knight of Swords in the reverse. And this can be related to love, but this could be related to other energies in your life where you have two scenarios, two scenarios with a lot of potential, whether this is in love, career, whatever. They're just energies, right? But we have someone here who doesn't want to have to be honest about the one thing they have to cut out, the one person they have to cut out. With this Ace of Swords in the reverse, this is someone who's putting off sending a message because it's a hard message to send. Yeah, that's that Eight of Swords. And this Knight of Swords in the reverse can be someone who took on some kind of project or endeavor or a person a little too hastily, and now they're kind of regretting that choice. But I do have the Fool card that comes out here with this entire combination here, and that tells me you're going to start this new beginning no matter what. So it feels like go ahead and send the message if that's your reading, because I think it's going to happen no matter what. You're going to have to put on your big girl, big boy panties, whoever you are, and kind of suck it up and deal with it. I'm going to use this Mary L. Tarot to clarify for you, Taurus. I do feel like this is a new opportunity, possibly in love, coming towards you. I've got Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. I've got Aquarius, Virgo, Taurus here, and I've also got Aquarius again. Whoop. And I have the Eight of Pentacles. This is a lot to do with work. You may be entertaining two contracts of some sort. This Eight of Pentacles right on top of this Ten of Wands, though, is someone who's really nose to the grindstone right now. And the thing about the Eight of Pentacles is it belongs to someone who's hard at work on a craft that they are good at. You have a talent for this. You have a real knack for whatever it is you're doing right now, Taurus. And that's why you have the Star card out there. This is something that's important for you to focus on. You could be an artist. You could be a writer, a musician. You can be someone who's a teacher. Whatever it is that you're doing, it is something that is very much part of your being. And so it's okay to go ahead and throw yourself pretty wholeheartedly into it. And everything that you put into it, it feels like the universe backs you up tenfold, everything that you're doing. And if you're not seeing it yet, it's only a matter of time. And I have the Ace of Wands. Yes, that's a great sign. The Ace of Wands is, it's pretty much the most sexually passionate card in the deck, in my opinion. However, it can also be about creativity, creative passion. It's all sacral chakra related. It tends to be something that's kind of inflammatory, like all of a sudden it's an idea that sparks this creative, passionate drive in a new direction. Something like that is something that's going to make you happy. This can be another person coming into your life, but this can also just be a new pathway that you've put yourself on here. Very good, Taurus. Tell me more. Like giving birth to something that's going to change your life forever. I've got the Three of Pentacles. This is fantastic. You're working, hopefully, if this hasn't already happened, it will be coming to you soon. The Three of Pentacles is a team that is very functional for you, someone that you work well with, a team that you work well on. This is everybody kind of working together, working well. Teamwork makes the dream work, right? This is bringing together people with similar ideals and similar goals. And I have the Ace of Swords right on top of that Ace of Swords again. I think you're saying to yourself, yeah, I think it's time for me to go ahead and send that message. I really need to be able to focus on this one thing, this one person, and I can't have any more distractions. I need to be able to focus, because whatever this Ten of Wands is, where you're kind of exhausted, burning the candle at both ends, it sort of feels like you need to let one thing or one person go in order to focus fully on whatever this new Ace of Wands energy is for you. And you're gonna have to cut somebody loose. I know, I don't like conflict either. Right. Oh, that's too many. Hold on. All right, tell me about this Knight of Cups, Knight of Thanks. And I got the Five of Pentacles right there. This could be someone who's feeling like they are kind of underappreciated in one aspect of their life, maybe by this other person, maybe by this other job, this other occupation. You may have more than one job. You may have more than one contract sitting across your table right now for you to look at. With this Five of Pentacles, this is somebody who kind of sees who they are all of a sudden, and they see who they want to allow in, and you haven't been doing that for a while. You haven't felt like you were getting what you needed for so long. Now all of a sudden there's this new opportunity. You're kind of ready to let some new energy into yourself. This is a good sign. It's a healthier place than you've been in the past. There's an energy of vulnerability here where you have to put yourself out there. I've got the Devil card out for you guys too. We have the Devil just about in this position up in the Virgo reading as well, just with different decks. But this Devil card is the card of Capricorn, and this is someone who has chained themselves to a situation, no offense, but possibly chained themselves to a situation for a little bit too long. And now you're kind of seeing how it's, I don't want to say destroyed your life, but it's definitely made it a little heavier, a little harder, and it's kept you from being able to focus on things that are better for you and that are more important for you. Now come over here and talk about this Fool card real quick. The Fool card is the first card in the major deck of Tarot. We've got the Eight of Swords out for you guys, which we also had present for Virgo a minute ago too. Now this Eight of Swords is someone who's been procrastinating making this move for a while. Once you unlock this, once you open this up, it feels like you're going to be able to walk through this gate, you know, this metaphorical gate, right? Into a new beginning. I was going to say with this Fool card, it's the very first card in the major arcana of the deck of Tarot. So it's kind of like taking the next step. It's starting a new pathway for yourself. And it feels really good. This feels really good. It just feels like you're going to have to bite the bullet and reach out to someone and let them know that you're moving on from a situation. I know that can be uncomfortable, but like I said, Taurus, you're a big boy, big girl, whatever it is, you know, you can do it. You're strong enough, you're smart enough, and doggone it, people like you, right? It's the truth, they do. And people will respect you for standing up for what you need. And you got to do it whether they do or not. It's not about other people. This is all about you. And it feels like you have something important to focus on here, Taurus, and it feels like it's part of who you are. It feels like you'll know it. You'll know it if it's the right person, the right thing for you, whichever one it is. That's the choice you're going to make. And so you've just been kind of biding your time, and now it feels like you're ready to move forward. Good job, you, Taurus. I will catch up with you guys next week. Thank you for letting me read for you. Next up, we have Capricorn. Let's see how you guys are doing. Capricorn, I got the Two of Wands in the reverse. This is somebody who feels like they're kind of failing in a partnership or something. This is somebody who may be feeling a little insecure, someone who may be feeling a little bit vulnerable, somebody who's not really sure, hold on, what they kind of have to offer in this situation. I have the Magician card crossing that. Let me get a couple more cards out here for you, Capricorn. I have the Three of Wands in the reverse again, and I've got the Queen of Pentacles. There you are, Capricorn. Okay, so I feel like you've just experienced something, Capricorn, that's got you questioning yourself in some way. It's got you questioning, who am I? What do I want to give to the world? Am I good enough? I'm hearing like a lot of insecurities, like a lot of am I good enough kind of energy. And we have a major change that's coming towards you with this Magician card. This is why I wanted to look a little bit further. Because the Magician, it's the card of Ophiuchus for me as a reader, and it's also the card of Aries for other people as well. Now this energy right here, though, when it comes out on its side, this is someone who feels like every time they try to do something, they fail. Every time they start a new relationship, it fails. This is someone who feels like they're struggling to get life off the ground in some way. And with the Three of Wands in the reverse, which is the minor arcana of the Magician for me as a reader, and this was present in both the Virgo and the Taurus readings up ahead for our earth signs, so this is probably just an energy that's important for you guys. But this energy of manifestation is important for you right now. It's somebody who hasn't been able to focus on the future for a while, possibly because of these perceived failures, you know, in some way. And this is somebody who says, man, how much longer is this going to take? How much longer until things are better? I don't know what's coming. I don't know what to plan for. I feel like life is a little bit upended and I don't know how to make it work. The Magician, when it comes out on its side, is somebody who feels like their spells are not being acknowledged by the universe. Their manifestations are taking too long. That's kind of that energy, okay, Capricorn? But with this Queen of Pentacles that comes in this week for you, this is Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn energy here. But this is somebody who all of a sudden starts to feel better about themselves. They start to feel a little bit, but there's a shift that happens for this this Magician energy over here. And I have the Five of Swords out here for you guys too, which was also present up in that Virgo reading. This Five of Swords is having to cut people out of your life that, you know, they really don't serve a real purpose for you any longer. It's kind of this energy of cutting your losses. It can be kind of, and feeling really good about it in some way. It's like a really healthy ending for you. This is somebody who says, you know I'm in the right, and I'm not going to have to explain myself any longer to other people. I feel good about the choices that I've made. And it takes you from this place of feeling insecure to all of a sudden feeling kind of, I don't know, I'm hearing like righteous indignation, but also I think it's just this energy of standing up for yourself. There really seems to be this energy for these earth signs tonight of people who are focused on standing up for what they believe in, who they are this week, and speaking their mind and being honest. I like that so much. And now I've got the Queen of Wands on top of that. I don't know if this is a separate energy to you or not, Capricorn, but this Queen of Wands is Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy. It's a highly magnetic, highly attractive kind of energy. I don't know if this is a separate person. This could be the person that you're cutting out, or if it's not, this would be an energy that just lends itself to more creative passion and growth for you. I've got the Knight of Swords in the reverse for you guys too. Wow, you guys have a lot of similar energies, all of you earth signs. This Knight of Swords in the reverse is somebody who doesn't want to have to send a message. Maybe they don't want to have to acknowledge a situation. I think that's probably more likely the case here with this Queen of Wands energy for you guys. You could be having to end something with a person who's Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. But again, don't get hung up on the zodiac signs or the genders. Really, this would be just someone who's highly magnetic, that you really had focused a lot of your heart or soul or energy into, and maybe either, I don't know, there's like a really quick, let me look further before I say anything else. Okay, well now I've got three queens out here. And I've got the Emperor. I was just going to say 4 queens makes the Empress, right? But we got the Emperor that came out here as well. I don't know if you've been kind of battling with others in your work environment, your home environment, your friend group, something like that. That could be an energy that's following these earth signs around tonight too. But this Knight of Swords energy is someone who's been having kind of muddied thoughts for a while. Maybe you haven't been thinking clearly. Maybe that's why you we're feeling these feelings of insecurity in some way. There's this real energy of change that comes in with that Five of Swords. And with this Queen of Cups, this is someone who decides that unconditional love is the best choice, although it could be unconditional love from a distance. But this Emperor comes in, which is kind of like the boss. The Emperor is kind of our boss, our mentor, our leader. It's the card of Aries. It's also the card of Divine Masculine. This is someone who all of a sudden kind of starts to feel like themselves again, probably by Tuesday or Wednesday of this week. And by the end of this week, man, you are cooking. You're kicking and rocking for sure. With this Emperor energy, this is someone who all of a sudden feels like they're on top of the world. It feels to me that it feels like the through line for all of you earth signs is I hate to use the phrase taking your power back because I think it sounds dumb, but it is kind of like that. It's this energy of you asserting yourself. I think that's maybe a better term. Kind of asserting yourself, asserting your needs, saying, hey, I am good enough, I am smart enough, and yes, everybody does like me, and it's fine for me to let go of things and people in my life that are simply not good for me, although I do sense a lot of hesitation in speaking your mind about this. And I think that's the hump that you have to get through this week, Capricorn. If this is in fact your reading, let me use this vice versa tarot to clarify for you guys real quick. Oh, we got the Queen of Pentacles right on top of the Queen of Pentacles. You guys, a way to show up for yourself. This is you guys, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn energy, right in the middle of your reading. This is somebody who all of a sudden remembers who they are. What? forget? Yes, it's true. Did you forget? Let's not, right? This is somebody who may have let themselves be dragged down a little bit in the mud with this, whoever this was, with this Two of Wands energy in the reverse. Somebody that made you feel very insecure about yourself. And let's be honest, nobody makes you feel a certain way, but there was a situation that brought up some insecurities for you, or a person that brought these feelings about in you. And you kind of allowed yourself to sink into this space of, I don't know, all I can think is like kind of insecurity all of a sudden, and that's not a fun place to be, but I feel like that's over by the end of this week. And I have the Four of Pentacles. This was somebody who really struggled to let go of a situation for a while, and this is somebody who, like, they sat in it for so long, and they held on to this person for so long that all of a sudden, eventually, they started to, like, look, his robe's about to catch on fire, but he's not going to get up and move. He's not going to do anything about it. He's going to wait until he started himself on fire, kind of. And that's probably why we've had this discomfort for you within a situation here. And it really is about discomfort, insecurity and discomfort, right? But here's the thing about discomfort. When you start to feel uncomfortable in life, that's the universe's way of kind of nudging you out and saying, okay, if you're not comfortable here, then let's do something different. Let's make a change. And it'll just start with these little whispers. And over time, the little whispers will get louder and louder and louder and louder until eventually we just gone ahead and we just caught our whole robe on fire, right? We don't want to do that. Let's not do that. I think you figured it out, and I think this is the week that you make the change. I have the Two of Cups in the reverse. This is having to possibly let go of a soulmate relationship. Whenever we have the Two of Cups in the reverse, though, this was a partnership that was never really meant to be for some reason. These cups were both just kind of being poured out onto the ground. No one was really accepting of this love or whatever this was, this friendship, this partnership. It just wasn't functioning. It wasn't working well for you. You allowed yourself to stay a little bit longer than you wish you had. Now we're making a change. I've got the Magician card that comes out on its side again. You guys know I love it when you give me repeats. You've already got the Queen of Pentacles out there twice and the Magician on here twice. This is somebody who's turning their back on their previous path, and now they're looking off in a different direction. This is somebody who knows what they need to do now all of a sudden, and that's the difference from where you've been and to where you're going to be this week. This is somebody who all of a sudden says, oh, I get it. I do remember who I am. I do remember how great I am. I do remember what it is that I want to see in my life and who I want to surround myself with. And I have the Knight of Wands here, which is good. This is somebody who sees something that they want and they take action. This is somebody who, there's this real energy of being ready for love, being ready for the right person, being ready for the right thing all of a sudden. This is somebody who, like, I love how this Knight of Wands is riding a unicorn. Of course, the Knight of Wands would ride a unicorn. The Knight of Wands is always seeking the next best thing. They're always, they kind of are. I mean, I hate to call them like a bigger, better deal person, but maybe right now in your life, you kind of are. And you're like, you know, it's not that I need a bigger, better deal, but I need the deal. I need the right deal. And I'm kind of done fishing around with these situations that eventually end up lighting my robe on fire, right? I remember who I am. I'm happy to cut these individuals and situations out of my life once and for all. It's taking you some time to stand up for yourself, but all of a sudden, once you do that, something new comes towards you. We have the the Eight of Pentacles in the reverse, which we also had for a couple of what do we have? I think it was for Taurus that we had that a minute ago. But the Eight of Pentacles in the reverse is, again, somebody who says, you know, I don't want to have to work this hard ever, 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 ever again. In any love relationship, whenever I give, I want to receive in return. And I want there to be an equal balance. I want this person to be the right person for me. I don't care if I have to wait, but I am entitled to this honest communication, this honest love, and I'm willing to give of myself unconditionally, and no longer focus on these situations that don't bring me any good things. And now over here at the end on top of this Emperor, you may have new love coming towards you for sure. With this Six of Cups, this is soulmate relationship. This is past life love. This can be kindred spirit. This is somebody that you may have grown up with coming back towards you. This may be somebody that you will eventually marry with the Six of Cups, and it goes right on top of that Emperor. That's the card of divine masculine. You may be attracting this energy into your life. This may be your energy, okay, Capricorn? But this is somebody who there's a real recognition now for you of what you deserve, who you deserve, and it's all about that vibrational frequency and match. If you've had a failed relationship or a failed situation, you can say, you know, that person probably wasn't the right situation for me, and instead of feeling strange or insecure or kind of down in the dumps about this, I will never feel that way ever again. I'm happy to let them go, and I don't ever want to be in a situation that I allow myself to sit around and wait that long for something or someone to improve. I would rather be with the right person, and I don't care if I have to wait, I'll do it. All right, that was your reading. It doesn't look like you're going to have to wait too long. I'm not saying it's going to happen this week for you, Capricorn, but these are the energies that you're pulling in, all right? And at the end of it, there was the soulmate card and the Emperor card, so that's always a good sign. All right, very much love to you, Capricorn. Thanks for letting me read for you. Next up, we have Aquarius, which is the first of our air signs. I'm going to use this Deviant Moon Tarot for Aquarius. I have the Strength card in the reverse. What I'm hearing, I can't fight this feeling. Let's see here. The Tower. What have you got going on out there, Aquarius? Yes, no, no. Yes. The Queen of Pentacles in the reverse. And the Emperor out for you guys. The Magician. Wow, we have a lot of repeat cards from many different decks. Throughout all the signs. The Six of Cups, these are very similar cards to what we had out for Capricorn. What is this? All right, Ace of Swords, and I know it's something that's been hard for you to talk about because you made me chase you down under the table. I can always tell when somebody doesn't want to talk about something or admit something, or they want to keep it on the hush hush down low, because the cards fly in places that make it hard for me to get to them. Like, maybe she won't notice. I'll notice. I'm gonna notice. Alrighty here. So we have the Strength card in reverse. The Strength is the card of Leo. And underneath that, we have the Tower on its side, and we have the Queen of Pentacles in the reverse, which is Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn energy. But aside from all of that, this to me looks like someone who's having a hard time kind of keeping it together. We have with the Tower card that comes on its side, this is somebody who has seen something happen. There's been some kind of a fallout, some kind of crisis, catastrophe situation, but it was kind of this energy of, I saw it coming ahead of time, I could have predicted that sort of thing. With this Queen of Pentacles in the reverse, this could be affecting a family dynamic, this could be affecting a home, this could be affecting your finances, business, something like that. Queen of Pentacles is typically pretty nurturing, has a lot of responsibilities on their shoulders whenever we have this in the reverse, especially with the Strength card in the reverse. This is somebody who says, please no more, like trials and tribulations of Job kind of feeling. And I'm not saying it's that desperate, but it's just kind of a lot. And I'm not, I have the Magician in the reverse, which is somebody who didn't really plan accordingly for something. They weren't expecting this to happen necessarily. Sure, you may have predicted it, but it just kind of has all fallen apart in some way. And there's somebody here who's being forced to pick up the pieces, and this Emperor is right in the middle of your spread. So it feels like if you're going to have any trouble, it's going to be in the earlier part of the week here, Aquarius, but there's kind of this feeling of getting it together by the middle of the week, and all of a sudden, again, remembering who you are, but also finding a way to make these, I don't know if the problems go away, but kind of find solutions to whatever these issues or these problems are. I'm going to clarify with another deck. I have the Six of Cups in the reverse here and the Ace of Swords, which is this energy of having to let someone go who may be of tremendous importance to you, but for some reason there's this energy of needing to let someone go. That Six of Cups is that past life love, that you know, like real soul tie kind of love. And this Ace of Swords is somebody who has to send a very honest, clear-cut message about it. Let me get another deck. Let's use this Tarot of Dreams by Cyril Marchetti to clarify. Now, This Strength card in the reverse over here, kiddos. What's got you down here, Aquarius? Let's see. 10 of Cups. And the 7 of Wands. Okay, so this could be affecting a marriage or a home. It really, really could be. And that's what I was saying about that Queen of Pentacles in the reverse. The Queen of Pentacles in the reverse is someone who feels like they don't have the resources that they need to keep everything together. Things may be falling apart around the house and you don't have the money to fix them. You know, maybe something's happened with your children and you don't have the resources that you feel you need, or maybe you just simply don't know what to do. But the 10 of Cups is typically... you know, it's kind of like the epitome of luxury and love. It's the family, the kids, the house, the car, the dog, the cats, you know, all of that stuff with the white picket fence wrapped up. And it feels like with the 7 of Wands in the reverse that comes out with that, especially with this Strength card in the reverse, there's somebody who says, no more drama, please. Like, can we just take a break from all the fighting, all the arguing? This is somebody who feels as though they're on the brink of losing it all. And that's why we have the Queen of Pentacles in the reverse. And this is somebody who says, you know what, sure, I have kind of seen all this coming for a while, but it sure doesn't make it any easier to deal with it. And I see that we didn't plan for this to happen. And I see that it's kind of all fallen apart here with this Magician in the reverse, but be that as it may, this is the situation at hand, right? Now we get to clean up the pieces here and deal with it. And it feels like you are the one who takes charge this week, Aquarius, and you say, you know what, I'm going to be the boss. I'm going to be in charge. We're going to figure this out. We're going to work this out. I'm going to do it my way. And we're going to get it together. I have the Knight of Wands. This is somebody who sees what they want and they take direct action. The Knight of Wands, also been a popular guy in the last 10 minutes. Yep. This Knight of Wands is Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy, but this is somebody who takes no prisoners. It's true. Whatever they want, they go after it. And they say, I don't care about the consequences. We will fix it. We will... I caution you against taking out any loans this week, Aquarius, but this is somebody who feels like they have the energy for it all of a sudden this week. This is somebody who has like some real drive behind them. They have like a lot of fiery passion to kind of get this moving in the right direction. Kind of feels like if you've been on a hamster wheel, you'd be running extra hard this week. And I have the High Priestess card that comes out on top of this Emperor. This is someone who kind of has a real gift of inner knowing. This is someone who's highly psychically developed. This is somebody who they can trust their own gut instincts. This feels like you, Aquarius. This is someone who predicted that this was the way this was going to go down. And so you've always kind of had a plan B back in the back of your head. Maybe not a real plan, but you kind of had an idea of how you could solve this ahead of time. Feels like you have the ability to to affect some real change this week. What is this? Knight of Swords. Guys, you've got to go back up there and look at that Capricorn reading that we did just a second ago. And we've got the Strength card out here again twice, because you guys have a lot of repeat cards up there with Capricorn. And they had repeat cards up there with Virgo and Taurus. There's just an awful lot of energy of people who need to stand up for themselves and what it is that they want and what it is that they need in their lives. That is probably just going to be a repeating situation that I will be parroting all night long. You're welcome. But this Knight of Swords is Aquarius, Libra, Gemini energy. This is you right in the middle. This is taking fast action to solve this problem, to fix this situation. You say, can we throw some quick money at it? Can we go in a different direction? What do we do? You start communicating rapidly as to how this situation needs to be healed, how it needs to be fixed. This brings out the ultimate strength in you this week, Aquarius. This shows your true colors. If this is relating to a work situation, other people will notice how well you handle this information, how well you handle this crisis. If this is in your home, this is all of a sudden things start to come back together because you make it happen. You are someone who's making it happen this week. What is this Six of Cups in the reverse that you don't want to really talk about? Hold on. Yeah, what's this Six of Cups that you don't want to talk about? Alrighty, I can see why you might not want to, because this Six of Cups in the reverse with this Ace of Swords combination, has the Justice card on top of it. Now, the Justice card can indicate legal matters. It can indicate divorce. It can indicate having to file paperwork. I can see why you wouldn't want to talk about that. Yeah, for sure. But this is somebody who has to acknowledge where things haven't been fair and where they need to be righted. This is someone who acknowledges where things need to be fixed, where things need to be balanced. And this can also be, again, the energy of divorce or having to file paperwork, especially whenever we have the Six of Cups in the reverse with it. Again, the Six of Cups is a soulmate relationship. And if this is your situation, I'm absolutely the sorriest I could ever be for you. I would never wish divorce on a single person and the entire planet. It's a horrible situation if you've ever had to go through it. But with this Ace of Swords and the Judgment card and the Queen of Swords here, you're all over this reading, Aquarius, because the Queen of Swords is Aquarius, Libra, Gemini here at the very end. This is somebody who takes matters into their own hands, and they start to be very honest with how they feel, what they need, what they deserve, and how they need to fix this situation. With this Judgment card, this is somebody who remembers who they are, yes, but also this is somebody who recognizes that they should have done something a long time ago, and the time is now. This is somebody who sends a message of clarity, that sends a message that's honest and direct, and this feels like you, Aquarius. This Queen of Swords is somebody who, they don't sugarcoat their words. They're not always the most popular with their opinions. However, they say it like it is. And it's not always the easiest to swallow. So I always call it the jagged little pill, right? Not always the easiest, but it feels like you've made up your mind. You're very clear about what it is that you need to do. You're absolutely feeling like you're the person who needs to take action to solve these problems, to fix these problems, whatever they are, whether it is removing yourself from a situation or you just simply taking charge and handling everything on your own. If it's in the workplace, people notice. You may be promoted or being thought of for promotion this week with that Emperor card out there. And if this is in a home environment, this is somebody who just takes charge of the situation and they start talking very honestly, very openly, and it affects a lot of change. That was your reading for the week, Aquarius. I am happy that I got an opportunity to read for you. Next up, we have Libra. Let's find out how Libra's doing out there. All right, what do we have for Libra today? We got the Tower out for Libra too. What's going on out there in the world? The Tower is when something comes out of nowhere, right? And it kind of definitely knocks you off track. And that is the purpose of the energy of the Tower. It is something that comes out of nowhere that you typically can't predict. And it causes a crumbling down to the foundation so that you can look at it, you can clear it away, and you can rebuild with a stronger foundation for the future. It's definitely something that changes the course of your day, your week, your month, your year, or even your lifetime. That is the energy of the Tower, and it looks like we have a lot of that going on this week. All right, Libra, tell me more about this. It can be anything from your car breaking down unexpectedly to the energy of divorce or a health crisis, or it can be having to, it's not always a negative thing too. It can be given a new job opportunity, but you have to move across the country or something like that. You just never know. And typically the Tower, it feels like a major catastrophe. It feels like a major crisis. But once we get through it and once we rebuild in a better way, we find that, like, darn it, why didn't we do that 10 years earlier, right? Okay, let's look. Oh, okay. And I have the the 10 of Pentacles in the reverse. Sorry, these cards they have incredible artwork. This is the Heaven and Earth Tarot, but they are very detailed and sometimes it's hard to read them. I have the 10 of Pentacles in the reverse. This is someone who may lose a lot of money this week. This can be the energy of loss of a home. This can be an energy of simply, if it's not money, if it's not a house, it's the energy of feeling like you've lost a lot of stability in some way with the 10 of Pentacles in the reverse. And I have the 7 of Wands, which is having to fight for what you believe you deserve. The Seven of Wands can be an energy of high drama situation, but the Seven of Wands is somebody who has a superior position. However, despite the fact that they have a superior position, there's still the point that they have to be fighting it all. And I wish you weren't fighting any battles, right? Even if you're in the right. But this is somebody who has to acknowledge, yes, I was right the whole time. Nobody listened to me, but look at how it's gone, is kind of that energy. And I have the Four of Swords in the reverse. This can be somebody who's, the Four of Swords can be an energy of separation. It can be an energy of taking a break from a person, place, situation, something like that. Whenever we have it in the reverse, again, this is somebody who says, man, I wish I had done this 10 years ago, 5 years ago, 3 years ago, 20 years ago, whatever. But this is someone who says, all I can see, all I can hear in my head with this Tower card is shitstorm. It's just like raining down upon this person, they feel like, and they're having to deal with an awful lot, is the feeling. And with this Four of Swords, there's someone who's, I'm also hearing, dodged a bullet. This is somebody who's saying, I am so glad I got out now. I'm so glad. And I have the Strength in reverse. And this is someone who says, even though I am fighting this battle, I feel like I've lost so much that I don't know if I can keep this up. I don't even know if it's worth fighting about anymore. I don't even know why I'm fighting. I don't even know if I can handle this, if I can do this. This is somebody who's, I'm feeling like you're on your own all of a sudden, trying to deal with this on your own. I have the Eight of Swords out here, which is somebody who's been procrastinating, making a change for a long time. And that's what I've said about this Tower energy, is it makes you feel very uncomfortable until it all falls apart. And if you acknowledge those inner feelings, whenever you start hearing those little whisperings of discomfort, you can sometimes avoid this Tower, not always, but it looks like that's not what happened. For whatever reason, you kind of maybe ignored those red flags a little too long, maybe kind of brushed it under the rug a little bit too long. And don't feel bad. We all do it, right? It's just part of life. We learn from these situations. But when you start to feel these feelings of discomfort, it's the universe trying to urge you to make a different choice. And if you do not do so, one will be chosen for you, right? Isn't that what your mother used to always say? With this Eight of Swords, we have someone who's now not talking. This is the energy of being blocked, possibly digitally or just communicatively blocked in some way. And it's the energy of having put something off for so long that now we've got a problem. And I have the Chariot in the reverse, and it goes right next to that Strength in the reverse. You know that? So we've got the Chariot is the card of Cancer, but this is someone who feels like they can't move forward until they have some kind of solution here. And I have the Page of Wands that comes out here. So we have something new that's coming for you. There is some kind of energy that comes in and shakes this situation up a little bit more towards the end of the week, looking at maybe Thursday, Friday kind of energy. I'm noticing there's a lion on this. There's a lion here. There's this energy of remembering, again, strength, remembering what you're truly capable of. You know that old saying, God will never give you more than you can handle, which I know nobody likes to hear, but it is kind of true, right? What in the world is this Tower, y'all? Let's look. Nine of Pentacles in the reverse. This can be an energy of codependency with the Nine of Pentacles. The Nine of Pentacles is typically the minor arcana of the Empress, but whenever we have it in the reverse, this is somebody who has to acknowledge where the codependencies in their life has been. Like I was saying, this is somebody who probably should have made a transition or a change out of this relationship or this situation a long time ago, but they chose not to. They felt like they had to stay. They felt like they needed to stay for X, Y, or Z reasons. No shade, no judgment. Everybody does this at some point in their lives. And unfortunately, it's caused a major fallout. You've lost a lot. You could have lost a home. Like I said, you could have lost a lot of money. Now we have you in some kind of a separation state. Yeah, and I've got the Justice card out for you guys too. This is again the card of Libra, but it is also a card of, which is your card. And in the upright position, that's actually a good sign, but it can also be a card of legal paperwork. It can be about filing documents in a courtroom, something like that. But it's wanting for things to be fair and right for the first time and for things to be balanced. And I have the Six of Pentacles, which is basically the minor arcana of the Justice card, where we have support being served, support coming in some way, whether that's energetically, whether that's financially, in some way we have some support being given to you to help you deal with this crisis, whatever it is. And with this Seven of Wands, this is somebody who knows they've been right this whole time, whether you spoke up for yourself or not, probably not, but it's probably going to work out okay for you. Okay. And I have the Hermit in the reverse, and I have the Queen of Wands here. And that Queen of Wands is going to go over here on this Page of Wands. Now, this Hermit in the reverse is somebody who should have stood up for themselves a long time ago. And now it feels like you're kind of pushing yourself to get out there and start opening up. It could be that you have been, again, in a state of isolation with that Four of Swords and that Eight of Swords. Someone who was really procrastinating talking, maybe because you didn't want to rock the boat, you didn't want to cause conflict or something like that. And that energy is kind of passing you by now. This is someone who says, I wish I'd made different choices in the past, and now that I see where those choices that I did make have taken me, I'm going to start to be a little bit more vocal about how that didn't work for me and what I need to be different in the future. This is someone who is no longer going to allow themselves to be taken advantage of. And with this Queen of Wands energy, this is Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy. This is someone who all of a sudden becomes highly magnetic, highly attractive, highly sought after. The Queen of Wands is someone who's very popular. This is a new idea that comes to you towards the end of the week, and this may be something entirely unrelated, but this Page of Wands, Queen of Wands energy is like a new fiery energy. If you've been feeling a little bit sluggish, maybe like struggling to get off the sofa, especially with this Strength in the reverse and the Chariot card in the reverse, maybe a little bit low energy, probably by Thursday or Friday, you're going to feel very differently. You're going to have a lot of excitement about creative projects that are coming towards you. It almost feels like this Tower moment and having to go through all of this situation over here that's pretty messy. It's kind of gruesome, to be honest. Going through all of this, it's like so awful that come Wednesday, you're saying, screw it all, I don't even care. I don't even care. I'm just going to focus on what it is that I want to do. I want to be happy. I want to spend the day being happy. I want to enjoy my weekend, whatever it is. And it feels like it's kind of like a new lease on life. There's like this reinvigoration to your system, physically, emotionally, all of it, creatively, especially. And I've got the Ten of Cups crossing that. Oh, that's so good. All right. So this could be a lot of different things. I honestly think if this is a scenario that you're going through, it's going to be exactly what I said, which is just such a tremendous relief to get through whatever this other thing was, or to kind of firm up what you wanted to do in your mind. I don't know how all of these energies fit into your life here, Libra, but by the end of this week, I think there's this real focus on creativity. If you're an artist, this is going to be a fantastic week for you towards the end of the week. And there's possibility for new love, new money. This Ten of Cups is like the epitome of love and good fortune. The Ten of Cups can be a family coming together. It can be a blended family coming together. It can be a get-together with friends, something like that, something that takes your mind off whatever all this is that you don't really need to deal with anymore, because emotionally, mentally, it feels like you're kind of starting to process it. But whatever it is, it pushes you into an energy that's much more pleasant, and a lot of creative prosperity. Money is going to be coming towards you soon as well. If you have been single, I would not expect to be single for too long with that Queen of Wands energy. Queen of Wands is known for being very beautiful, highly sexually passionate, and very magnetic and attractive. And also someone who is highly intuitive, very popular. All their jokes are funny. Yeah, this will be a good weekend for you to get out there and meet some new people, Libra. And it looks like it's going to be a great week for you towards the end of the week. Congratulations on getting through whatever else that was at the beginning of the week. All right, I'll see you guys soon. Next up, we have Gemini. Let's use this Chicoli deck for Gemini. Let me get a drink of water real quick. Thank you to all of you who moderate every week. God bless you guys. I love you so much. I really, really appreciate you. And thank you all who watch each week too. I appreciate you guys. What do we have for Gemini? We have the Ace of Cups. That's a great sign. All right, this is somebody who feels like they can share themselves. This is somebody who feels like they can open up to a person again. This is someone who feels safe in a love relationship all of a sudden. And I have the Ace of Pentacles. We got 2 aces out already. This is great. And I have the Page of Pentacles. Okay, Page of Pentacles is Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn energy. This can be a new offer in love or possibly career, something smaller, something kind of entry level. Maybe can be a raise, something like that. Can be fielding messages from a superior at work or something like that. Pages are messengers typically. I have the Ace of Pentacles here that comes out with this Ace of Cups. I don't know why my hands are so itchy all of a sudden. I noticed my nose was itchy too. Could be allergies or something. But this Ace of Pentacles and this Ace of Cups together is like a solid investment that feels very authentic to you. Now, the Ace of Pentacles is my favorite card to get in any reading because it usually indicates a stable beginning that is, again, very authentic to you, something that's going to grow into something more profitable, more prosperous for you. And with this Ace of Cups, there's somebody who decides that this feels really good, this feels really healthy. I think that this is the right choice for me. All right, Gemini. And I have the Queen of Pentacles that comes out with that. And we've got the 9 of Pentacles and 3 of Wands in the reverse. Wow. Okay, so this Queen of Pentacles energy, this is somebody who may be starting their own business. This is somebody who may be focusing a lot on their home life, something like that. The Queen of Pentacles is someone who's highly nurturing. They're very generous with their finances. They can be very generous with their time, with their energy, with their love, with their heart. They're someone who other people come to when they need help with things, when they need a shoulder to cry on, something like that, when they need help. This is probably you. It feels like you may be looked at as a superior. You may be a superior either at home or in your workplace for sure. But this is someone who's being acknowledged for all the good that you do for other people. And there are people who want to invest in you, with you, for you. And it feels like it's a copacetic situation. There could be a windfall of money here in some way, smallish. Again, could be a promotion or something like that, raise at work. I have this 9 of Pentacles here though. This is why I said you may be starting your own business or something like that. Queen of Pentacles is someone who can own their own business. So is the 9 of Pentacles. The 9 of Pentacles is the minor arcana of the Empress for me. This is someone who's pretty much in it on their own. They bring home the bacon and they fry it up in a pan on their own. This is someone who's highly independent, meaning they are lacking in codependencies. This is somebody who says, this is who I am. If you want it, great. If you don't, great. With this 3 of Wands, there's been a lot of energy of not being sure what was going to happen for a while. Not really sure how this situation was going to go, but I have the card of Aquarius that crosses this whole thing and bridges it right here in the middle. It feels like you were almost waiting to see if the other person involved here, the other people or whatever this was, another contract or something, was ever going to get off the ground. Were they ever going to get any better? Was there ever going to be any change made in this situation? Because whatever this energy is that's kind of being offered towards you here, Gemini, it feels really healthy. It feels really good, but it feels like it hasn't always been this way in the past. With this Star card crossing this is somebody who is seeing positive changes that they want to see in another person, however, or in a situation. But there was a lot of doubt that you had as to whether or not this was going to go that way or not. It feels like things are improving. I have the 6 of Pentacles in the reverse. It feels like for a long time, Gemini, you were giving, kind of basically being sucked dry by this other person or by this situation for so long. You really didn't think it was going to get any better. It could be that you have had to separate yourself from this person because you weren't getting what you needed, and doing that, being in that state of singleness, like this 9 of Pentacles energy. And with these aces here, this could be you going off on your own for something that's a little bit healthier, a little bit more balanced. But if you're in a partnered relationship, Gemini, it feels like you're starting to see the changes that you want to see. I'm hoping, hold on. Let me look. I'm going to clarify with another deck. No, we're not. We're not seeing the changes we want to see. We're going to have to get rid of a situation. Very clear about that. Five of Swords, you're saying, no, 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 things are not improving. Things are not getting better. I was waiting to see if this was going to get better, and I feel like it's not. I feel like I got to cut this person loose. I got to get out of this situation because I need to find something that's more authentic to me, and I feel like that situation's coming right around the corner. I feel like you're choosing to remove yourself from a situation because you waited and you waited to see if it was going to get any better. It didn't get any better, and now you're making your decision. Wow, okay. All right, Gemini. This Five of Swords, this is pretty brutal. This could be having words with someone. This is somebody who has to get real serious, real honest, real fast. And I have the Temperance in the reverse. That's the card of Sagittarius. But this is somebody who's looking at their daily habits, their routines, what they've accumulated in their life. What is it? Our habits become our character, something like that. This is somebody, I feel like this is you, Gemini, who's saying all of a sudden, you know what? I can't believe I let you drive us off in the ditch as far as we've gone. What was I doing believing this situation? What was I doing thinking that this was going to go any better than it's ever gone in the past? I have the Four of Wands in the reverse, and I have the Ace of Pentacles in the reverse. Wow, so we start with what we end with. Very good. That's my favorite way to start and end a reading. I like that. But this is somebody who may be letting go of a serious partnership in their lives. The Four of Wands is a marriage card. It's a divinely guided soulmate card as well. But whenever we have it in the reverse, this is someone who acknowledges the instability that they have created with this other individual in their lives. You really, when it comes to the Four of Wands, you want to fully you know, for the most part, whole and healed individuals coming together. That's what creates the stability. Whenever we have it in the reverse, we know that either one half, if not both halves of this partnership were not in a good space whenever they began this partnership, and now we've had it fall apart. I think this separation, whatever you're doing here, this newfound independence that you have here, Gemini, with this Nine of Pentacles right here, is allowing you to not only look at where the holes have been in this relationship or this part of your life, but to accept them and to say, you know what, I'm not seeing the change that I need, therefore I'm going to go on and find something that's much more authentic to me. With this Ace of Pentacles, this Ace of Cups, this is someone who sees a brighter future, but it's a very solitary future, right? Aces are ones, singles, right? And it feels like you're making a lot of choices this week, Gemini, and it feels like you're very clear about how you feel and what it is that you want to do about them in the future. It feels like you're definitely, kind of brutally having to hack someone out of your life in some way. I don't mean to be unkind about that, but it does feel like you've put up with something for long enough. You waited to see if it was going to get any better. This person would like basically bleed you dry. It's like energy vampire, like opening up your veins every single day and having to deal with it. No more, I'm hearing, and not going to do it. Not going to do it. No. You want something better. You want something you can invest in wholly, and you want something that feels authentic to you. It feels like this is the week you make the choice. It feels like this is the week you say what you need, and you'll probably get it too. All right. Congratulations, Gemini. That was your reading. Very serious stuff. I like it. Cancer, you're up next. All right. What do we have for our Cancers? First of our water signs. Five of Wands. This is somebody, this is kind of the analysis paralysis card for me. This is somebody who's making a list. Should I stay? Should I go? What do we want to do next? And I've got the Knight of Swords. With the Ace of Swords. What else? The Emperor. And the Six of Cups. Man. All right, so there's somebody here. I don't know why my voice got so high there. I don't know. Somebody maybe who's, it feels like, and I don't know if this is you, Cancer, or if this is someone in your immediate environment. You guys will always have to decide on your own, like where you fit into any of these situations, if they resonate at all, which character do you play in each story. But it does feel like there's someone that's either you or someone else around you who's trying to make a decision, possibly about love, and they're kind of struggling with it. I have the Emperor over here on the side. The Emperor is the card of divine masculine. It's also the card of Aries. But the Emperor is someone who is typically in a leadership position. They're typically a boss. They're typically a mentor. They're someone who knows what they want. They go after it. They have very broad shoulders. They take care of everybody around them. They're good at it. They're good at their job. When we have it on its side, this is somebody who has, they're in a difficult position. They're in a bit of a pickle. They're not used to being They're not used to feeling this powerless. And I don't know if you're the one who has the power in this situation, Cancer, or if this Emperor represents you. I'm inclined to think that it's not you, because I feel like this Emperor is kind of set off onto the side next to you over here, Cancer. Now, it feels to me like you're the person who's in charge of deciding, do I stay, do I go? Is this the person for me? I'm seeing like pros and cons lists here in your head. And this Knight of Swords in the reverse is someone who's really having a difficult time making a decision. And it's not just that you're having a hard time making the decision, you're having a hard time communicating about the decision. You're afraid you're making a rash decision. You're afraid you're acting too quickly, too abruptly. You're afraid that you're going to make the wrong choice. Now, I'm going to clarify with another deck. We're going to use this vice versa tarot because I have this Ace of Swords out here. So we are going to have some clarity coming in for you by Wednesday at the very latest. And this Six of Cups that comes out underneath it is kind of a return of a soulmate energy for you, okay? The Six of Cups is past life, love, kindred spirit, someone you would choose to grow old with, or somebody that you've grown up with. Doesn't have to be a love relationship, but I said early on, kind of feels like it might be. I have the Ace of Pentacles in the reverse, the Eight of Wands in the reverse. Hang on. I see where this is headed. Now we've got the Eight of Swords again. And the Eight of Cups. I got 8, 8, 8. Okie dokie. It kind of feels like you're where you need to be. It does feel like you're kind of learning the lessons that you need to learn here, Cancer. However, it doesn't necessarily make them any easier. I feel like you know who this Emperor is in your life. And I feel like you've given this Emperor umpteen bazillion choices to figure out their business. I don't feel like they have. You don't see them as a solid investment. You don't see them as something that's ever going to get off the ground. I don't think that you think this person has what it takes to be in a relationship of any kind with you, whether it's in love, career, whatever. I feel like you think that this person's not a good investment. I think you're restricting contact with this person. I think you're trying to walk away from this person, but you're really struggling to do so. There's this energy of not wanting to. It's almost like self-imposed torture. You know that? It's kind of pity party behavior, if I'm going to be honest with you, Cancer, but it's kind of this mopey feeling of look at what I could have had, even though it's already gone, right? All these cups are already empty. They're just sitting around looking at the empties, right? Look at what could have been. But I think you're going to get tired of that. I have the Eight of Wands in the reverse, which again just pretty much reiterates the no contact. It doesn't feel like either one of you is talking to the other person right now, although if one person were to reach out, I'm sure that would change everything. Here's the thing. I think that you've been in this position with this person for long enough to know how you feel, and I'm seeing repeating patterns here with these eights, okay? And there's this loop. There's like your life's kind of on loop with this person. And I think that you know that, and either you're going to choose to get off the ride or you're going to stay on it even longer. And it's kind of up to you what you want to do. I have the Fool card here on the bottom of the deck, which tells me that deep down inside, you'd like to leave this relationship behind and finally be able to let it go. What's keeping you here? I get that there's this soulmate feeling here, and I've got the Chariot. This is, and it comes out on its side, this is somebody who feels like they can't move forward without this person. They can't move forward with this person. There's somebody who's pretty much at a standstill. That was what I was saying with this analysis paralysis, this pros and cons situation. And I've got the Nine of Pentacles here. This person's really struggling. I feel like this might be you, Cancer. I feel like you're really struggling to be alone. I think it's not comfortable for you to be alone right now. And this is one of the reasons why you allow this person to stay in your life. It's an energy of codependency. But I think that this may be the week you kind of get it together and you say, you know what, you're right. What's this really getting me? What's this feeling really getting me? Because all the while that this person is focused on these things that could have been, coulda, shoulda, woulda, they're missing this amazing new beginning that's about to happen behind them. They're missing it. And what was I saying was on the bottom of the deck there, the Fool card. Deep down inside, this is somebody who wants to move forward. They really, really do. It's all about sending a message this week, and I have the Four of Wands in the reverse for you guys too, Cancer. You and Gemini both. Four of Wands in the reverse. This is somebody who says, you know what? I don't think that this is actually going to grow into the soulmate partnership, soulmate relationship that I was hoping that it would be. It's possible that this could be one of those divinely guided soulmate unions, this kind of a twin flame or kindred, like definitely a soulmate relationship. However, the thing about a lot of these divine unions is they come together and then they separate and they come together and then they separate. And it's going to be up to you to, like I said, get off that hamster wheel one way or the other. If you don't like this emotional roller coaster, get off. If you want to sit here and feel your feels a little bit longer, go ahead and do that. No judgment, right? You do you. However, this is this feeling of this constant loop of, if you continue to be engaged in this person with this person in any kind of a relationship, it's going to be same shit, different day kind of thing. And this these repeating 8s do want you to look and see, like, okay, do we want to do another cycle of this? Is this what we would like to see in our lives? I don't know. I think you're going to make some decisions. I don't know if you're going to make any decisions or not. I do not know, Cancer. Honestly, I get the feeling that you're kind of just wanting to wait and see where this is going to go. I feel like you're still waiting on whoever this Emperor is over here. I mean, it'll just depend on how you're wired, who you are, and what this situation relates to be in your life. Some of you may choose to go in a different direction and follow that Fool energy and say, you know what, I think I'm done. I think I'm done forever, for real this time. And then I think a lot of you will say exactly that and then not really mean it. No judgment. I just think that maybe that might be how it goes. So yeah, let me know how that goes for you. All right, that was your reading for the week, Cancer. Next up, we have Pisces. What do we have for our Pisces? I'm going to use this Tarot of Wonderland for you guys. Maybe. These poor cards, they are so harassed. They don't even want to shuffle anymore. Oh, we got the Fool card out for you guys on its side. I got the Knight of Swords out here for you guys too. Alrighty. Pisces, it feels like you want to start something new. It feels like you want to jump down the rabbit hole, but there's a lot of fear-based emotions that are keeping you from like headed down there. This Knight of Swords is someone who's afraid of making the wrong choice. When I get cards that come out on their side, this tells me that you're pretty much in the driver's seat of deciding whether this goes in the upright position or into the reverse. And there's a real energy of change, the possibility of change here. It basically saying that you're not really sure what you want to do yet. Tarot isn't going to ever tell you your future. It's basically going to tell you where your energy is. It's going to confirm to you where your energy is and show you where it's kind of headed. It's never going to tell you anything you don't already know. Oh boy. This person, you, if this is your reading, has been through it. They really, really have. With this Nine of Swords, this has been a nightmarish kind of situation, whatever it is. High drama, high stress, sleepless nights, tossing and turning, just a lot of anxiety, worry, you know, and it feels like there's someone here who would like to start something new, but again, they're really afraid of making the wrong choice. Wherever you've been, it hasn't been good, and so there is this real desire to make a change, desire to jump down this new rabbit hole, right? And into something that's drastically different. But with this Knight of Swords that comes out on its side here, there's somebody here who's questioning, am I going to be able to do it? Am I making a wrong choice? You're not trusting your gut for some reason. That's basically what it feels like. I have the Two of Swords crossing this. This is a real pickle, yep. And I have the High Priestess right under it. That's your card, Pisces, but it is truly about learning to trust your gut. It's about learning to listen to those red flags. It's learning to trust your own intuition. The High Priestess is highly psychically developed. This is someone who, they have all the secrets of the universe. They're the secret keeper, right? This is somebody who watches things unfold from a distance very quietly, right? And you have all of like the inside track information on this, but for whatever reason, you haven't been trusting yourself. This is all about that third eye awakening, that third eye awareness. Again, you are someone who should, of everybody here, you should trust your intuition, Pisces. Pisces are highly psychically gifted, typically. And the Two of Swords here is somebody who recognizes that this is a major choice. It's this way or that way. It's yes or no. It's this person, that person. There's this understanding, and I understand now why you're taking this, this choice, this, whatever this is, so seriously. And I understand why you're kind of not trusting yourself here, because it does feel like it's kind of a major choice. Five of Pentacles. This could be related to money. This could be related to work. This can be related to a person. The Five of Pentacles can be an energy of separation or lack. It can be lack of finances, or it can be being separated from someone or something that you want to invest in, someone or something that you feel like you need more of in your life. Hold on, that was unclear. I know it was. Hold on. Page of Swords. This is somebody who decides to send a message. Okay, let me clarify this with another deck. Let's use this Tarot of Dreams by Ciro Marchetti. Maybe. All right, Pisces. Perfect. All right, I got the Five of Swords. Yoink. Yoink. I don't think that's even a word. But it is now. This Five of Swords has been hanging around an awful lot this evening. The Five of Swords is having to cut someone out of your life pretty quickly, pretty brutally. This is somebody who has to be honest with their words. This is somebody who says, and I'm done. I can't deal with this any longer. I have to make a change unless I want to feel like this for a little while longer, and I don't think you do. This is someone who says no thank you in a big way. I have the Queen of Pentacles here. This is someone who wants to invest in themselves. And I have the Lovers in the reverse. Now, this is a very similar energy to this Two of Swords. The Lovers card, yes, it's about a major choice in love. It can be a soulmate card for sure, but the emphasis is on the word choice. This is the, are you all in or are you all out? If I choose this one person, then I get to keep this one person, but nobody else. If I don't choose this person, then I get to keep everybody else, but maybe not that one person. This is that kind of situation that you're up against, and I think you know which direction you want to go here, Pisces, but I think there's this real this feeling of what will happen if I make this change. What will happen? Will I still be the same person? Will I still have the same respect from my friends, my family, my loved ones, that sort of thing? With this Queen of Pentacles energy, this is Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn energy. This is somebody who is, again, very nurturing, very loving, very wise, very good with their finances. This is someone who may own their own business. This is someone who is typically used to things going a certain way. And it feels like things have been a little shaky for a while with that Nine of Swords. And there's this real energy of wanting to go off on your own or to start something new. And it's a real, like I said, it's a real pickle you're in here. I see that. Okay, what? Okay, tell me about this Fool card, this Five of Pentacles. Oh, wow. Okay, so here's the deal. There's someone here who knows that if they were to start this new thing or end this one thing so that they could open up to this new other possibility, whether this is a person, whether this is a career, I don't know what this is for you. This is all about energy, right? There's this understanding that I feel like, Pisces, you know who this person is for you. I think you know what this person embodies for you, or this thing embodies for you. Because with this Palace card, this Tarot of Dreams here has an extra 6 or 7 cards in it, and these Palace cups basically represent the epitome of the suit that they represent. So this is someone who knows that there's a lot of love at stake here, whether it's and I feel like it's from a new place, because where you've been has been really stressful. Where you've been has been full of this anxiety, this worry, this kind of regret, kind of possibly even guilt feelings. And I think that there's this energy of you wanting to feel more stable again and wanting to create something new for yourself. There's this real fear-based energy where, like, I don't know what's going to happen if I cut these people out of my life and go in this other direction. I don't know what's going to happen if I end this one relationship and go towards this other relationship or something like that. But this Palace of Cups really needs to be honest confirmation for you. And I think you know it deep down in your heart and deep in your guts. You're highly intuitive. I think you know that this other person, new situation, new career path, new offer is probably going to be a good one for you. Now, here's the deal. I think you're separated from this person. If we're talking about a love relationship here, I think you're separated from this person, and I've got the Page of Cups in the reverse on top of the Page of Swords here. And I think that there's a message that you will need to send of love, kindness, forgiveness, friendship, something like that. Or this other person is going to need to send this to you. There's an energy of needing to exchange a message, very clear and very concise message of healing towards something here. This is kind of, I don't know who I'm reading for here, but there's an energy of needing to trust your gut, and I feel like this is the week where you finally figure that out, Pisces, and it feels like you're headed towards a lot of like emotional prosperity, and it feels like you making this choice as to which direction you want to go here. It's kind of very red pill, blue pill kind of vibe, like Matrix kind of vibe here. I feel like when you make the choice that feels the most authentic to you, you'll know it. And I think it's going to open up a lot of new potential for you here with this Fool energy. And I see your hesitation. I see the hesitation with this Lover's card and this Two of Swords. It feels like you have everything in the world to gain and everything in the world to lose. And I know that seems kind of high drama, but that's kind of the feeling here. That's kind of the way the cards are reading. And all you really have to go on is your gut instinct and your intuition. And that's hard, because it really forces you to trust yourself and to trust your own emotions and to trust your feelings. But let me just remind you of this image. And I know we don't want this. I know we don't want more of this for you, Pisces. And so anywhere but here would be better. Let's be real. Anywhere but here? Anywhere but here. All right, that's your reading for this week, Pisces. I think that you, if this is your reading, I think that you know that you have the potential to head towards something that's just much more emotionally gratifying. It's really just you making the choice to cut out whatever this other stuff is that's kind of been dark and not great for a while, and head towards something different and a little bit unexpected. All right, Pisces, that was your reading. Next up, we have Scorpio. All right, what do we have for Scorpio? We got the Nine of Pentacles in the reverse, the Page of Cups, and I have the Death card. And I got the Knight of Wands, and I got the Two of Cups. Let's just take a moment for a second. So we got the Nine of Pentacles in the reverse with the Page of Cups here. I got the Knight of Wands underneath that. And we got the Death card. And we got the Two of Cups. Wow. Okay, so one or two more. Hold on. I feel, okay, Scorpio, tell me here if this resonates with you at all. But this Nine of Pentacles in the reverse, the Nine of Pentacles is the minor arcana of the Empress, right? You're someone who's kind of on the cusp of really becoming exactly what you want to see yourself become, right? But there's one little thing that's holding you back, and I don't know what that is for you. But the Nine of Pentacles can indicate codependencies or things that kind of keep us chained a little bit, kind of similar energy to the Devil card. These can relate to addictions within ourselves, or holding on to relationships a little bit longer than we should. Everybody does it, no problem. It's just kind of present there with the Knight of Pentacles in the reverse. Now this I've got the Knight of Wands, I've got the Page of Wands, and I've got the Page of Cups here. This can be a couple of different things. It really feels to me like you have someone who's been hovering in your environment for a long time. And it could be a past relationship or something that you haven't really shaken off yet. There's kind of a residue is what it feels like here. And it feels like this person may be continually trying to insert themselves into your life in some way, constantly reaching out, constantly sending unwanted messages, something like that. This person may send inflammatory messages that kind of like like, oh, torque your chain and like get you going again, something like that. This person could be that on again, off again relationship that's like highly sexually passionate. This person does everything in the world for you except for provide stability for you, something like that. There's kind of like this never ending cycle of of not being able to let this person go for whatever reason. And I feel like it's because they always say the right thing. I feel like they're always kind of, there's like a very alluring vibe to it with this Page of Cups, Page of Wands energy here. And with the Knight of Wands underneath that, that's highly sexually passionate card, okay? And we have the Two of Cups, which is a soulmate partnership, right? But I have the Death card, and that's your card, Scorpio. And there's this part of you that recognizes that although you may be soulmates, this person may not really be the right person for you right now. There's this real energy of immaturity that comes with the Pages and the Knights, because Pages represent children. They also represent messengers and messages. But there's an energy of naivete and also immaturity that comes with them. And it feels like no matter how hard you try with this person, there's this energy of codependency that comes along with them. This could be their addictions, or this could be your addiction to them. Now, it should be noted within this Two of Cups, which is specific to this vice versa tarot, there's always somebody in the background. Which can be a third party situation, or it can be just the lingering feeling. It doesn't have to be another person involved in this situation, but there's this lingering feeling of something that keeps you from fully coming together with this person or from fully committing to this person. Now, Scorpio, you're smart. You've always been smart. Scorpios are smart. This Death card here, I feel like you recognize this exactly for what it is. The Death card can be about final endings, but it's also about rebirth. I think that the reason why you let this person hang around as long as you do is possibly because you see their potential. All right, now that's great. But here's the thing, it's causing codependency within you too. I know, right? I did not see that coming either. Okay, so let me get this Star Power Tarot to clarify just real quick, because I think you pretty much have this all figured out in your head, Scorpio, and you're like, yeah, tell me something I don't already know. Okay, I'm not gonna. Let's see a little bit more here. I have the Ten of Wands. Here's the thing though, this is getting to be a little bit too much. You're kind of getting tired of seeing these repeating cycles, these repeating patterns. You're like, look, man, the next time this happens, we're going to have a real problem here. It just kind of seems like it gets a little bit more inflammatory every single time. With this Knight of Wands, with this Page of Wands, excuse me. I always call the Page of Wands as like the child who's left alone with a box of matches, right? Who knows what will happen? And it's kind of this feeling of high drama, and I don't know, I don't know if you're somebody who kind of gets turned on by that or what, or if you kind of like that energy or not, but there's this kind of energy of potential disaster looming. And I think, again, you're very smart, Scorpio, and I think that you know this. Okay, you're very patient, I'll be honest. You're very patient. But I have the Ten of Swords here, which is the minor arcana of the Death card. So you got death on here twice, Scorpio. This Ten of Swords is exactly what I was just saying. It's the on again, off again relationship. It's the just how slowly did you want to pull the Band-Aid off in this relationship? Just like one hair at a time? Was 9 stabs not good enough? Oh, let's do 10. Okay, we'll do 10. That's kind of your feeling here. And I think that you may be getting tired of it. I think you may be recognizing that no matter what, it feels like you're never just the two of you in this relationship, whether this person has addictions or whether they always kind of have a side piece or something like that going on. I don't know. And here's the thing, Scorpio, you can't be with somebody based upon their potential. You know it, I know it, I don't have to tell you. With this King of Swords here, this is somebody who has a lot of clarity that starts to come in for them at the end of this week. I think you start to speak your mind. I think it's definitely an eye-opening week for sure. And you start to talk about the things that you're seeing. And I do think that you've stayed with this person for a long time because I do think you've seen the potential for growth in them. And I think that's really good of you to see that. And I think you've tried. I think you've really, really tried. And I think this person's tried too. You know that? But here's the thing. I think there's just this real energy of immaturity and naivete to them. And you can see it with this 10 of Swords energy and this 10 of Wands energy and with this Page energy. And while this person may be just like really great in the bedroom and they may really just do it for you, you're not seeing the potential for growth that you want to see. And I've got the Hanged Man. That's the card of Pisces that comes out here. But this is you waiting. You're waiting for this person. You're waiting to see, oh, are they ever going to get there? Oh, are they ever going to grow up? Oh, are they ever going to be as good to me as I need them to be? And I think there's going to come a point, and it's probably going to be this week, Scorpio, where you say, you know what? Just can't do it anymore. And I think that's where we have you over here with this Death card energy. And I have the Two of Swords. You're definitely at a crossroads here. Here's the problem too. I think you guys are really great together in a lot of ways. And that's what makes it harder for you to separate yourselves from one another. Because you got the Two of Swords here with this Two of Cups. But there is, again, this energy of something that keeps the two of you apart at all times, no matter what. And it's time for that to change. All right, I think that you're going to be somebody who says this week, okay, look, either you grow up and you do the things and things start to look the way I need them to look, or we separate and we kind of let this go. And that's that energy of that Death card. That's you this week, Scorpio. Anything else you want to say about this? I got the Two of Wands in the reverse. What? No, that doesn't sound like you. The Two of Wands, I'm hearing you say, but then what will I do? What? What do you mean, what will you do? You'll do something different. The Two of Wands in the reverse, though, on top of this King of Swords on its side, this is somebody who's saying, like, well, the reason why I let them stay as long as I have, the reason why I entertain this is because I don't know what I'll do instead. This could be somebody that you've had a long on-again, off-again relationship with. This could be somebody that's kind of like dug in like a tick in your energy. You maybe have some soul ties with this person, maybe like some soul bonds, like some heavy stuff. Because this Two of Wands in the reverse is somebody who says, I can't imagine myself with anybody else. This is a very lusty card. The two of you, I think, probably are highly sexually attracted to one another. And let's be honest, you're a Scorpio, right? So I don't have to tell you about that. But I do need to tell you that no matter what, if you feel like you're in an unhealthy or an unsafe relationship, and if it really is this on again, off again, and if it's really distorting your life enough to bring it up here on my table, that's something to look at. And how much longer do you want to sit in this? And I promise you that if you do let go of this person, and if they are the right person for you, obviously they will come back, right? We don't have to worry about that. That's the thing about soulmate relationships. They're in your life for a season, a reason, or a lifetime, and it doesn't matter. They will find you. When was the last time somebody was on their deathbed and they said, just never met my soulmate, just never happened? No, that's not what happened. We meet the people we're supposed to meet when we're supposed to meet them. Now, it's also our responsibility to let them go whenever it's not healthy for them or healthy for us. So you're going to have to make a decision as to what you want to do. I think you just don't know what you want to do, Scorpio. I think you're like, yeah, but he's so cute, though. Yeah, she's so cute, though. So that's you. All right, that was your reading for the week, Scorpio. You're adorable. You're a mess. I'll see you later. All right, Ophiuchus, you guys are up next. If you are an Ophiuchus, you will have been born between November 29th and December 17th. We are going to use this Tarot of Wonderland for you guys. You guys fit right between Scorpio and Sagittarius, which is why I always read you between them. But you're actually not earth, air, fire, or water. You're actually ether. I don't know. Check it out. Look it up on the Google. All right, what do we have for Ophiuchus? Five of Pentacles in the reverse. Judgment in the reverse. Whew. And I got the Six of Wands. Oh, this is good. Okay. All right, hold on. I have no idea what this is about. 1 second. And the Two of Pentacles. Okay. I feel like this is almost like a narrow escape that you've got here, Ophiuchus. It feels like you may have been through a time where you maybe didn't make the best choices. Maybe you procrastinated things a little bit longer than you should have. Maybe you're wishing that you made some different choices. It could have been last week, it could be right now. I don't know. The Five of Pentacles can be about financial lack. It can be about poverty. I do have it in the reverse, which tells me that you're tired of that feeling and you want things to get better. And we've got the Judgment card in the reverse, which can be kind of like a delayed wake-up call. This can be somebody who's like, yeah, I should have done that differently. I didn't do it differently, and now I'm kind of kicking myself about that. Kind of wish I had done a better job on that. Kind of wish I'd done my homework ahead of time. Maybe that's that kind of feeling, Ophiuchus, but no matter what, it does feel like there's a victory here for you. It's kind of like the kid that didn't study for their science test and still passes with an A-. You know what? That's all right. You go on ahead and skate by. But this Six of Wands is like victory and success. This is people admiring you. This is someone who I'm hearing like comes out smelling like a rose no matter what. Good job, you. You know what? Sometimes good karma is just good karma, and way to go if that's you, Ophiuchus. I have the Three of Wands here. This is somebody who says, I knew it was all going to work out in the end, but with this Two of Pentacles in the reverse, it's just like this feeling of always being kind of chaotic, everything always being kind of up in the air. You not really, it's kind of like that, always waiting to pay your bill until the very last minute or something like that. It's kind of a little bit high drama, like always waiting to do your homework until the day it's due or something like that. And it kind of feels like, I mean, that just might be how you roll. No judgment. I have the Empress card that comes out on top of this. Here's the thing, and it comes out on its side here. This is the card of Virgo, but it's also the card of Divine Feminine. This is somebody who has a lot on their shoulders. They have a lot on their plate. They are busier than probably anybody else that they know. They may have other people who depend on them. You may have a family, you may have a business, something like that. You have broad shoulders, you're expected to take care of a lot. And that's probably why you're always kind of flying by the seat of your pants. And that's probably why things have a tendency to work out for you. Ophiuchus is a card of... or it's a sign, I should say, of someone who's a little bit extra magical. They tend to be a little bit overlooked and underappreciated, but behind the scenes, they're kind of movers and shakers, and they definitely have a lot of manifestation abilities, which is this Three of Wands. It's the minor arcana of the Magician. The Magician is the card of Ophiuchus for me as a reader. Okay. Now, there's a reason why things always go well for you, and it's because they... Like I said, you always are trying your best here, Ophiuchus, but it could be one of those weeks where you just sort of feel like you're running about 10 steps behind where you'd like to be. And it's understandable because you have so much going on, okay? And other people, you should know, Ophiuchus, that other people don't see you this way. They see you as having it together. They see you as... you know, being very successful, even though behind the scenes you may be like taping things up, you know, like hoping things don't look like they're falling apart. All right, what do we have here? I have the Empress on top of the Empress. Good job. Man, I got the Ten of Cups. And I got the Page of Cups. Very good. Okay, so we have here somebody here, again, with this Empress energy. It's the card of Divine Feminine. It's also the card of Virgo. This is, again, somebody who's responsible for a lot. And it feels like you give 110%, 110% of the time. I know that's not real math. I know. But you know what I mean. This is someone who a lot is expected of them. They're very beautiful. They're very... well-spoken. This is someone who, again, manages a team. They could manage a home. This is someone who may own their own business. This is someone who's in charge of a lot. They have a lot of responsibilities. And in return, you experience a lot of love from other people. Because you give so much, Ophiuchus, a lot is given back to you in return as well. This Ten of Cups energy is like the epitome of love. It can be family coming together. It can be blended family coming together. And with this Empress energy, the Empress, it should be said, is also a card of fertility. So just watch out for that. If that's in your plans, awesome, congratulations. If that's not in your plans, then just something to be mindful of. This Ten of Cups, though, can be a family coming together. It's a card of marriage. It's another one of our soulmate cards because it represents like the epitome of love, right? And with this Page of Cups, this is someone who extends an offer of love, kindness, friendship, devotion, apology. I think, honestly, Ophiuchus, there are a lot of people that you haven't been talking to for a while for some reason, and I think that's about to change for you. I think that all of a sudden you're going to have a lot of people reaching out and being very supportive of you in some way. I don't know what that's going to look like in your life, but it does feel like good karma currency. You're like, that's good. Okay. I have the Ace of Cups. What? Well, I wasn't going to go there, but I guess we can. So the Ace of Cups can be a brand new love relationship coming towards you. It can also be remembering who you are at like the soul level, and it can be an authenticity that is so apparent in you that it attracts other people who vibrate at that same frequency. That's kind of what we're looking for in life in general, right, Ophi? Because it feels like you've kind of got it figured out. Even though things may feel a little off balance and this week may be a little bit wonky physically, you may be having to run a few more errands this week than you're used to. You may have to keep it under control. I'm hearing like pressure cooker this week. You just may have a lot going on. But despite all of that, other people don't see you that way. Other people see you as being very successful. Other people want to be around you. Whatever it is you're selling, they want to buy it. This Ace of Cups is an energy of love coming towards you. Can be the energy of a brand new love relationship. And with this Page of Cups, it does feel like if it can also be a lot of friendships coming back towards you. These can be people offering you invites to events, to gatherings. This can also be people sending notes of apology or notes of caring or something like that. Do try to dot your I's and cross your T's. If you can get your homework done ahead of time, that would be great. But why bother? Why do today what you can procrastinate until tomorrow? That's pretty much your slogan, Ophiuchus. All right, much love to you guys. I'll catch up with you soon. Next up, we have Sagittarius. What do we have for you guys? I'm going to use this vice versa tarot. I have the Three of Cups on its side, the Seven of Cups, Queen of Cups, the Lovers in the reverse, and what is that? Oh, we got the Justice in the reverse. Man. Okay. All right. Okay. So Three of Cups on its side with the Seven of Cups on its side, with the Queen of Cups on its side, and the Lovers in reverse on their side, and then the Justice card all here. Now, like I said, I will reiterate, when cards come out on their sides for me as a reader, that means that you're kind of in charge of deciding where this situation is going to go. Because right now, it's an energy of change. With this Three of Cups that comes out on its side, it can be a couple of different things. The Three of Cups can be an energy of reconciliation. It can be reconciling with a loved one or friends. It can also be the energy of a third-party situation. You'll have to decide. Third-party situations are rather specific, right? If that's not your story, don't try to make it be your story. However, with this Seven of Cups coming out with it, this is kind of a card of illusionary delusions, right? Illusionary delusions. This is somebody who's a little bit nervous about the choices they may have made. This is someone who may be afraid they may have been led astray by someone who wasn't necessarily playing a fair or honest game in some way, whatever that means. And with this Queen of Cups, there's this energy of someone who wants to give their heart very authentically to another person, but they don't really trust in love so easily. And now, if there is no third-party situation here, you could be considering reconciling with someone from your past, someone that you've given a lot of your heart to in the past as well, and you've been really open and honest with, someone that you would be willing to share a lot with, but you have been a little guarded with in the past as well. And with this Lovers card that comes out on its side, it does feel like this is a return of another person, and like I said, possible reconciliation, but I think you're on the fence about it because the Lovers card, it's a card of choice and love, right? Are you all in? Are you all out? Is it this person or is it not this person? These are your questions for yourself, right? And this is somebody who wants to make the right decision. However, it seems like no matter what you try to do to get away from this person, they're always like magnetized back into your life. You're like, man, I can't shake this person. They just can't get them off me. And there may be a reason for that, but I think that you're really questioning that for whatever reason. And I'm going to clarify with another deck. Now I have this this Justice card that comes out here. And it's in the reverse. And the thing about it, I say it's in the reverse, but it's kind of not. These cards, this is the vice versa tarot. It's printed on both sides, and this is a great deck. But it's a little bit advanced in that it has like a lot of different potential meanings in it, which I love. But when we have this Justice card in the reverse, this is someone who's sort of turning their back on traditional values, traditional goals, traditional traditional ideals. This is someone who says, you know what, I pretty much just want a good situation. I want it to be good for everybody involved, and I don't need it to look like anything. I don't need it to look like a traditional situation. I just want it to be fair, and I want it to be right. Okay, now then, I'm going to clarify with this. Let's use this traditional Rider-Waite. Why not? All right, Sagittarius, tell me more about this Three of Cups. I'm a little nervous to ask, if we're being honest. I got the Two of Wands that comes out here in the reverse. Okay, so here's the thing. Two of Wands is a very lusty card. Typically in the upright position, this is somebody who says, I feel like I have the whole world to offer to somebody. I'm just waiting on the right person to join me. Whenever we have it in the reverse, this is somebody who's kind of fearful of making the wrong choice. They're fearful of what if. They're playing the what if game. What if I don't have what it takes? What if this person doesn't like me? What if things go the way that they've always gone in the past? Feeling potentially a little bit deflated about a situation, questioning maybe a reconciliation because things didn't go so well in the past. This is what I mean. This person's been around before. They keep getting sucked back into you. You keep getting sucked back into them. Feels very similar to the Scorpio reading I did a few minutes ago. Now we have the Five of Swords. You say, you know what? Man, you are brutal, Saggy. I like it. This Five of Swords has been a very popular character tonight. This is the energy of having to cut out situations, people from your life that you know are just not people that you jive with. The Five of Swords can be an energy of like verbal bullying. It can be gossip. It can be win at all cost. It can be right fighter kind of energy for sure. But it can also be just getting rid of the competition. Just cutting through any kind of bullshit, any kind of red tape, anything that keeps you from what it is that you feel like you need in your life. It feels like you're being very assertive this week. And I think you may be being very honest with this person with your words. Not mean. Never be mean. If you have an opportunity to say something that, you know, even if it's something that's difficult to say, if you can say it with as much kindness as possible, that's your best bet. And if you don't know how to do that in a situation, before you say anything, stop and pray. And I promise you, your words are going to come out a lot better than they would if you didn't. All right. So anyway, side note. After school special, moving on. But with this Five of Swords, it's an energy of having to stand up for yourself. And it feels like you're definitely winning in this situation by doing so. By being very honest with this other person or these other people about who it is that you want, what it is that you need, what it is that you want to see in your life, and what is fair in this situation. Ooh. So I have the Queen of Cups out here again, and I got the Knight of Swords in the reverse. I think that this person comes in and out of your life often. I think you give your heart to them over and over again. This may be third-party situation, because it does feel like there's this in and out and up and down kind of relationship with this person. I've got the Queen of Cups that comes out twice here in the reverse, on their sides, basically both times. And this is somebody who's really questioning, is it healthy? Is it safe for me to continue on in this relationship? Again, we have the illusionary delusions. This is somebody who's like, am I believing this lie over and over again? Is this person ever going to be honest with me? Is this just me letting the wool be pulled over my own eyes? This is this feeling. I think you're really smart, Saggy. I really do. I think this person has had your heart, and you've given your heart to this person before, and I think you would even more so. But there's just this lack of trust that you really have in this situation. I think this is the week that you stand up for yourself. Again, you're going to have to watch your words with this Knight of Swords. This is Aquarius, Libra, Gemini energy. There's an energy of verbal immaturity here. So do take care. I'm not saying that that's necessarily going to come from you. This may come from the other person, but that energy is around. So just make sure it's not from you, and then we won't have to worry about it. I got the Page of Swords in reverse on top of the Knight of Swords in the reverse. Pages are messengers. Page of Swords is, of course, our messenger of messages, and it's really about verbal communication. And when they're both in the reverse, you can bet that you bringing this energy of this is what I need, this is how I need it kind of thing may bring out in this other person some negative traits, some immature traits possibly, and these are things for you to just be aware of. Either this will be in this other person, or this may come about in you. All right, what's this Lovers card energy here? And then what's... Oh! All right, so here's the thing. You got the Fool card on top of the Lovers, which is actually a great sign. You're saying, you know what? I'm willing to give it another try. I'm willing to start all over. I'm willing to wipe the slate clean in this situation. I'm willing to do it. However, I think deep down, you don't see a lot of potential. I think there's something in your gut, Saggy, that tells you, like, I don't think this person can change enough. I don't think this person can bring it. I think we've tried long enough. Six of Pentacles. This is somebody who says, I need fairness, I need reciprocity, I need balance. Very similar. It goes right on top of the Justice card. I always think, because you see we've got the scales of justice in both of these cards, right? And the Justice card is the card of Libra. See, she's holding the scales here, and he's holding these scales. This is somebody who says, I need requited love. I need something that's reciprocal. I need something that's balanced, that makes sense. And I think that you haven't seen this. I think this person has presented themselves to you over and over and over again, and you continually see these signs of immaturity within them, and there is the potential for reconciliation here. And I think you're going to get really honest with this other person as to what it is that you need, and you're not mean about it. You come in here with this Queen of Cups energy twice, which tells me that you're very loving, you're very kind, you're very giving, but I think this is the week when you become also very honest. And so do be careful. Some of your words may trigger some insecurities in this other person, which may encourage them to act a little bit immaturely, so just be mindful of that. But I think that you're just, at the very least, you're standing up for what it is you need in your life, in your love life specifically. Okay, Saggy, that was your reading for the week. Thanks for letting me read for you. Next up, we have Aries. Aries, we're going to read for you with this Tarot of Wonderland. All right, guys, if you want to book a personal reading with me, you can. All of that information is around here somewhere. And if you're watching this reading later on YouTube, you're welcome to check the About section of our channel for that information, all right? And I love to read for you. I love every time I get to meet a new one of you, or I get to see one of my OGs again. I love you guys very much. I'm always very happy to see you. And I always run them just like this across via FaceTime or Facebook Messenger video chat. And so we get to see each other, and it just pretty much works like this. And no, you don't have to touch the cards, and no, you don't have to be present to receive a reading. Nothing like that. It's pretty much just like chatting from one living room to the next, right? Okay, next up we have Aries. What? Aries? Well, aren't you the cutest? What is going on here? You got the Four of Wands out here. This is a great sign. You got the Magician card out here, and I've got you with this Knight of Wands here too, which I'm going to turn over here on its side because I don't know why it's in the reverse. I'm going to check. But this Four of Wands, this is a divinely guided soulmate union. That's that Twin Flame 1111 card. This can be a card of spiritual awakening, spiritual ascension. We have the Magician card that comes in here too. This is also the card of Ophiuchus for me, and for a lot of readers, it's also your card, Aries. It can also be called the card of Aries. This Magician. This is somebody who's taking matters into their own hands, and there's this real energy of manifestation at work. There's this energy of like everything you touch this week turns to gold. There's this energy of a lot of energy from God, from the universe being behind you, and it's really very supportive. They could be pushing you right towards this divinely guided soulmate. With this Knight of Wands that comes out here, that's Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, so you're already all over this, Aries, whoever you are. It's lovely. But this is somebody who wants to take action towards another person, and this may be somebody wanting to invest in you, or you wanting to invest in another person, because I mean, you'll just have to see how it resonates. This is probably going to be a very magnetic attraction. If we're talking about a love reading here, Aries, this is highly sexually attracted to one another kind of partnership. I have the Hierophant in the reverse. I got the Ace of Cups. Wow. Okay, lots of heavy love stuff here. So I have the Hierophant in the reverse. This is somebody who may have recently let go of a major commitment in their life. It could be one of a couple of different things. The Hierophant is the card of Taurus. It's also the card of marriage and traditional values. It's a card of stoicism, and it's a card of following things by the book. So I don't know who you are, Aries. I don't know if you've recently let go of a major commitment in your life. It doesn't necessarily have to be a marriage. It could also be a major contract in your life in some way. But this would be someone who says, you know what, I don't need that anymore. I don't need that traditional system. That didn't work for me well last time. I would like to try something different. Please, survey says something new. We have the Ace of Cups that comes in here. This could be a brand new love relationship coming towards you, something that's very authentic to you. And like I said, with that Knight of Wands energy, this would be someone that this is a very reciprocal energy where you have two people who are highly magnetically attracted to one another, and both being in a good position to attract this love, especially with that Four of Wands, that 11 card, and that Magician energy. This would have been someone that you had prayed for, that they had prayed for you right back. Okay, that kind of energy. That's why I was like, wow, wow, wow. Now here's this Four of Pentacles that's kind of hanging out over here. And this really feels like you, Aries, where I have you. Well, let's just look at the card. This little guy. He doesn't want to come out of his teapot. You know why? Because he's afraid. He's afraid of what's going to happen whenever he unleashes the beast. When he starts talking about how he really feels. He, she, whatever. It's not about the gender. They. But this person is a little bit nervous of what happens when they finally put it all out there. Let's get another deck because this is adorable. Let's use this Vice Versa Tarot. Again, Aries. My biggest question is this Four of Pentacles energy. I got the Knight of Wands. No, I got the Page of Wands. I'm sorry. Very close. Sometimes it's hard for me to read these little symbols down here. Pages versus Knight. Am I right? Am I right? Yeah. So we have somebody that wants to send a message that's kind of inflammatory, kind of can be a message of flirtation, right, with the Page of Wands. And I don't know if that comes from you or if that comes from this other person, but it's kind of necessary for one of you to send it to get this thing going, whatever it is. There's somebody who's been focused on you. You've been focused on this person maybe from a distance for a while. I'm seeing wild horses here. Oh boy. I get the feeling that you hear songs and they make you think of this person, or this person hears songs and it makes them think of you. Oh, look, we have the Knight of Wands here. Look at you. Look at you show up. There it is. So we got the Knight of Wands out here twice, plus the Page of Wands. Again, highly sexually magnetic and attracted to this person in the same way that they will be to you. Now, what is this Hierophant energy in the reverse? I got the Five of Cups. This is the energy of having to let go of something so that you can move on to something else. So it really does feel like you are having to let go of a major commitment in your life. Maybe you've just gone through this. Maybe you've just come out of the other side of this. But the Five of Cups, and it really does feel like you're ready to acknowledge that life is going to go on after this loss, after this ending. This Five of Cups is somebody who's tired of focusing on the past. This is somebody who says it's time to focus on a new partnership. And I'm ready is what it feels like. You notice in this representation of the Ace of Cups, this is the Tarot of Wonderland. There are actually two cups present here. And this is like an equal exchange. This is what you want. I think you're ready for that. I think you're ready for this equal exchange. Now, why are you so fearful? I think it's because we have the Justice in the reverse here. This deck just keeps on talking because it's printed on both sides. But the Justice in the reverse can be an energy of divorce. If this is something that you've just recently gone through, I can understand why you'd be a little bit nervous about wanting to get out there again. Fair enough. All right, but let's just see. Here's the thing, though. It really doesn't matter how nervous you are about this or not. Like I'm always saying about soulmate relationships, especially these divine soulmate counterparts with this Four of Wands energy. If they're meant for you, they're meant for you. As soon as you meet this person, as soon as you talk to this person, as soon as they message you or you message them, it's very much off to the races. And it's very apparent very quickly that this will be something that will grow, and it makes perfect sense for you. This is someone that you can invest in very authentically. authentically. This Ace of Pentacles is my favorite card to get in any reading, no matter which, whether it's love, career, finance, whatever, because it's something that you can invest in that makes sense for you and is certain to grow into something. So all of this fear-based energy that you have with this Four of Pentacles, I think you know that it's kind of all up in your head. If you already know this person, you know that they probably are going to feel the same way about you that you feel about them. It really is simply about just sending a message. That's your reading for the week, okay, Aries? You guys are beautiful. I love you. I'm sorry if you've had to let something major in your life go. Sometimes that happens. A lot of times we have to experience karmic relationships in order to prepare us for other relationships. And every relationship is a soulmate relationship, you know, that we are meant to learn from, right? We're meant to grow with. And it changes us for the future, for the better in one way or another. All right, season, a reason, or a lifetime. All right, next up we have Leo. Thanks for waiting till the very end, Leo. We're going to use this Star Power Tarot for you guys. Find out how you're doing today. All right, what do we have for Leo? I have the Hermit card out for you guys. Oh, this is somebody who says, I need to be alone. I need to be alone with my thoughts and only my thoughts. This is somebody who needs a break. This is somebody who really enjoys the action of meditation. This is somebody who enjoys stillness, peace, quiet, all of that. This is somebody who's ready to take some time away. The Hermit, a lot of people complain about Hermit energy, but really it's not about solitary isolation. It's not just about that. It's about the opportunity to be alone with your thoughts, to be alone with a higher power. And it's a time where you can expect to see a lot of spiritual growth within yourself, a lot of emotional growth within yourself, because you give yourself the space and the time to commune with a higher power and to commune with your higher self. This is a great time for you, Leo. I have the Two of Swords, and it's a good thing because you're actually at a crossroads, at a mental crossroads. That's probably why you need this time out. There's this energy of the Hermit where you say, I need to block out everybody else's voices so I can focus on how I truly feel. I have the Justice card, which is the card of Libra. And for some reason, this feels kind of timeline-ish for me, Leo, for you. The time of Libra is like end of September, October. You may be up against a time constraint where you need to make a major decision in your life with this Two of Swords, and it needs to be done within like the next month or so. And you're somebody who says, wait, everybody just be quiet for a few minutes so I can gather my thoughts and figure out what it is I want to do by then. It can be about legal paperwork. It can be about documents, something like that, having to file paperwork, maybe having to sign a new lease, something like that. Okay, now with this Queen of Swords energy that comes in, this is Aquarius, Libra, Gemini energy. This is someone who's had some kind of major transformation in the recent past. This is somebody who all of a sudden understands what it is they want to do in their life and how they need to affect this change within their lives. This is someone who's a mentor. This is someone other people come to for advice. You know that. I know that. Everybody knows that about you, Leo. You give good advice. You change a lot of people's lives with your words. You're not always necessarily the most popular of opinions, but you're someone who can be relied upon for good advice, for sure. And I think that you're following your own advice this week, Leo. And I think that you're trying to make a choice about something important. Hold on. I'm going to clarify with another deck. Don't worry, for sure. Eight of Wands. Wands can be about fast-moving, direct communication in a situation. I don't know. I'm going to clarify with another. Let me get a couple more out with this deck, and then I'll clarify. Hold on. Okay, you got the Seven of Swords in the reverse. Page of Wands. Okay, fair enough. All right, so I really do feel like you, okay, before I say what I think, hold on, let me get another deck. We're going to use this Artist Inner Vision Tarot to clarify, because I see that you're trying to make this difficult decision, this Two of Swords, right? Two Swords is a yes, no, left, right, up, down, stay, go, this person, that person kind of decision. It's usually like you have two options kind of situation, crossroads kind of place, right? And I feel like there's someone around you that you need to have a conversation this week with, a very honest conversation, Leo. I feel like you understand that this person hasn't been telling you the truth about something, and that may be part of what this decision is. Again, I have this Justice card, which can be a card of legal paperwork. It can also be a card of Libra. You know, we talked about that already. There's somebody here who's worn their heart on their sleeves that feels like you for a while, but now all of a sudden you haven't been blind to this person. You have been very aware of this person's deceptive behavior, and it feels like you may be forced to have a conversation with them this week that you're kind of nervous about, because I think you're afraid it may become kind of inflammatory in some way. Although, like I said, with that Queen of Swords energy, this is someone who's called upon to be the bigger person. Very often you may be the boss of a company, you may be CEO or in a mentorship position, you could be a teacher, you could be a principal, something like that, administrative, or you could just be a mom or a dad, something like that. With the Seven of Swords in the reverse, though, this is someone who they oftentimes think they've pulled the wool over someone's eyes when they really haven't. I'll show you this card, the Seven of Swords. This is a fairly grotesque representation, but usually this person thinks they've gotten away with things when everybody else around them can see that they haven't. This is someone who kind of believes their own delusions, that sort of thing. And it feels like you're going to have a rather possibly uncomfortable conversation with this person, Leo, where you have to say, you know, I understand that you think that you've gotten away with this, but you haven't. And we need to have a talk about it. And I've got the Page of Cups in the reverse. This person is unapologetic, and they have been for a while. And it's possible that the decision you have to make, this one that's kind of pushed you into this hermit mode, is of potentially having to let someone go or cut someone out of a situation. And it can be because of their unapologetic nature. It can be because they just kind of can't see it. It feels like this person, there's always kind of a lot of drama around this person that they create. Four of Pentacles in the reverse. This person can never let go of things. And I hate to say never, and don't think that I'm judging them. There are a lot of reasons that people don't tell the truth. It's usually because they're afraid they're not going to be accepted, or they're afraid somebody's not going to like them. They're afraid of disappointing someone, who knows? Or maybe they're just trying to get away with something. Usually, though, most people, in my opinion, are good people, and they just want to be loved. And typically the reason that they don't tell the truth is they're afraid of hurting someone, or they're afraid of looking less than in someone else's lives. Okay, but I don't want to speak for them, but this Four of Pentacles is someone who has a really hard time letting go of things. They have to be right. They always feel like they're not getting as much as everybody else. This is somebody who feels like they're always kind of getting the short end of the stick. This is someone who's kind of a complainer. This is probably not you. I have the Five of Pentacles. This is someone who says, I don't ever have enough money. This person may come to you for money. This person, they may throw a big fit. You may see them for who they really are. They may really show you this week just how immature they can really be, just how big of an instigator they can be. I'm sorry, Leo. I'm sorry. Please don't think, I don't mean to be like the bearer of bad news or anything. And if this is your situation, though, you'll just kind of know ahead of time to brace yourself for the storm. I have the Four of Wands in the reverse, which is kind of this lack of stability. You may be dealing with someone who struggles with mental health issues. And that could be why they struggle to feel apologetic. That may be why they struggle to tell the truth in some way. And that's a lot, you know. Eight of Swords in the reverse. This is someone, you may have to block them digitally. You may have to kind of close down communication for a while after this with this person. Eight of Swords in the reverse is someone who has kind of let something go to seed, let something go for so long that it's kind of taken on a life of its own in some way. This may be someone's lies kind of catching up with them. And also this can be someone who chooses to kind of pout after this conversation too and not talk to you. Maybe you bring up this issue with them and they say, well, I'm just going to block you. And you're like, what? okay, kind of thing. But it's definitely the energy of no longer communicating, at least not for a while. What's this? And I have the Lovers card that crosses that. This may be about a love relationship, or it could be about someone that you love very much. But the truth is, the Lovers card is the card of Gemini, but it's really a card of choice. It's a card, it's very similar to this Two of Swords. This way, that way, up, down, yes, no, in or out. It's somebody who has to make a choice about a love relationship. Do I continue to allow this person to take up space and residence in my life? Even with these kind of narcissistic tendencies, and narcissism is a word that's thrown around way too often these days. I know it, and I'm not a medical doctor. I'm saying narcissistic tendencies. Maybe someone that struggles to see things outside of their own perspective, or someone who struggles to put others' needs, you know, at the same level as their own, something like that. I don't know what's going on over there, but this is someone who doesn't feel like they should have to change at all. And you're saying, well, that's okay. You don't have to change, but you're not going to sit here next to me and not change. And I think that that's kind of the kicker. I think you upset this person by saying that, by saying the truth. I think you upset them a little bit. And I think that you may want to be prepared for a little bit of fallout there. I think you probably are, because you're this Queen of Swords energy here and this Hermit energy where you've thought long and hard about what it is that you want to say here. And I have the Nine of Pentacles. I feel like you're cutting somebody loose. I think that you're seeing the toxicity for what it is. The Nine of Pentacles is the minor arcana of the Empress, but this is someone who's very single to themselves, very unique and very powerful to themselves. This is someone who doesn't engage or entertain any kind of toxicity or codependency, and they say, you know what? If you want to be like that, you can go be like that all by yourself, but you ain't going to do it here. And I think that that's smart of you. I think this person has the potential to kind of upend your life a little bit, to cause a lot of drama, not necessarily upend it, but definitely bring the drama for sure. And I think that when it comes to making a choice this week, Leo, I think you're inclined to say, no, thank you. I'm happier on my own. And I think that, I think it may be a difficult conversation for you to have, but I think you're going to feel a lot better once you have it. And I think other people, for some reason, I'm hearing that other people will be relieved when you have this conversation with this person too. I don't know what's going on over here. This other person's kind of hijacked your reading a little bit, but that does seem to be what's kind of in the forefront of your mind, how you're going to deal with this situation. All right, that was your reading for the week here, Leo. Patience, patience, patience. You're so good. And you have such a good spirit and such a good energy, and everybody sees you as this real mentor, and this person is really struggling with that in some way, because I think they know that you're a real mentor, Leo, and so it's hard for them to not take stock in your words. I know, and so eventually they may come around, but I think there's going to be some good pouting time before they do. All right, that was your reading for the week, Leo. Thank you all so much for letting me read for you. I really appreciate those of you who hung in here till the end, and I will catch up with you guys next week. If you guys want to watch the dailies, I post those onto YouTube and to Instagram, and for some reason lately Instagram will not post them over to Facebook for me. So if you want to see those, hop over to YouTube or over to Instagram and check those out. I do a daily as many days a week as I can. All right, I love you guys all. Have a wonderful week. Talk to you soon.